Joey Clark.
Welcome into the program. I'm your host, Joey Clark. It's the Friday edition of the program. In studio with me, he's back after having the real estate all week. Eddie Bader wearing his big shirt.
Right, one point. Good point, baby. Looking forward to some barbecue.
Oh, you gonna get some barbecue?
I'm sure I will. Fat boy loves some barbecue. And on the weekends in the South, especially this time of year, you start smelling it everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And people, there's some folks that swear by, I'm good with my smoker. I know what I'm doing.
A lot of people are, but this is where I like to do. And we'll start in early. I'm probably going to go to the smokehouse, Joey.
Yeah, I
I
think
ain't
you
gonna
should.
lie.
Go get the ribs there.
I mean, I go get the people I'll pay to do it because I know it's good. It's been good every time.
I need to go try the brisket down there. It's been a second. I need to go get some of the brisket. But we did have somebody call in and say the cheese grits are incredible.
Told you. All I can say is told you.
And speaking of like snacks, I brought in, I saw them just on the cash register or at the cashier's
Impulse
desk.
item.
Yeah, well, and I see you always bring in stuff for later, but these are Selena Gomez Oreos.
Do they taste Spanish at all?
I guess if you think it's like cinnamon, it's like, have you tried one yet?
No.
I'll try one. Let me eat one alongside you here. By the way, there's a Ferris wheel up in Montgomery downtown. Tell me, or tell me not, this tastes like Christmas in your mouth. No, you don't like this? You don't like cinnamon?
I do, but not like this. Cinnamon and chocolate and
I like it.
No, you're that way. You probably like that Ferris wheel downtown.
No.
Do we have dueling Ferris wheels
that
now?
That thing
though?
is jank.
Because we should have one at the fair and one downtown, so we got dueling Ferris wheels.
Oh, really? Wait, when did the fair start?
I think it starts this week, don't it?
This week? Yeah, I know we're giving away, the station's giving away tickets.
Yeah, so. Hannah and her friend went out there last night. They did a bunch of taste testing stuff. So the food was incredible.
Nice, okay. How's she doing?
She's doing good. Busy. Moving and shaking and grooving. And, it ain't that easy starting a real estate business, Joey.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. If you're wondering, folks, what the headlines are out there.
What are they today?
Trump putting out a huge, long, Truth Social message. All hell will break loose. Ultimatum to Hamas. They still have not accepted.
I got to be honest.
And there was stuff yesterday where they're like, well, we agree to everything. We don't like the disarming part.
Tough.
Guys, it's done.
Right.
Over. And it's not just America and Israel. It's all these other people who have signed on to this. Yep. Either take this or you're going to die.
Well, the problem is the people that can vote on that, they don't care.
Sure.
They're just using them for a pawn. So,
give them what they want. And then you can let all the bleeding hearts scream genocide or
whatever.
Shall.
They shall.
Okay. Next time you're in a war, you just die. How about that? And maybe there's some people who believe that. And if you really believe that,
so be it.
Fine. You'll suffer the consequences.
Exactly.
And honestly, I can't completely argue against that, but I do not agree with it.
No.
Like, you wouldn't defend yourself? You wouldn't defend your nation? You wouldn't try to win a war for all time?
COVID taught me that a lot of people that I thought would have backbone would not. They go with they fought just sheep. Well, let's put it sheep.
But in other headlines, we'll get into more of the details of Trump's ultimatum against Hamas in a second. Earlier this week, the FBI ended their partnership with the Anti-Defamation League. And I love seeing, because we've known about them and they've been execrable for a long time, the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center.
They still send you Christmas cards?
No, I don't think they've ever. Like, I've met people like work there, and asked, one guy was a lawyer. I'm like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm helping people who are stuck for like parking tickets, like get out." And I'm like, "Okay, like that fine.
Seems halfway legit,
Yeah, no, that's fine. That seems like actual advocacy for the poor,
right?
But when it is a grift, it has been for a long time, and especially after the whole changing of the guard.
Well, what happened there, Joey?
Yeah, I know. But what I love is that 1819 News did a story on how SPLC put Charlie Kirk on their hate map.
Yep.
Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk on their hate map. Just in the last day or two, 1819 News did that story a week or two ago, right after Kirk's assassination. Jack Posobiec and his crew, like post-millennial but big name online, he picks it up and starts to see like the 1819 News story. Posobiec is then retweeted by Elon.
Oh.
And Elon Musk, 1819 News is running with it this morning, says, guilty of incitement to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, I think that's overstatement. But I get his point.
Exactly.
Elon Musk slams Montgomery-based SPLC for targeting TPUSA founder before assassination.
Oh,
Good.
I like that.
The era of the liberal boomer is over.
I don't know.
Well, it's dying.
I'll take that.
It's dying.
Yes.
Let's just
Still
say
got too many wicked white women out there, Joey.
I know.
Nothing else
No,
to do.
don't get me wrong. The era of the liberal millennial, especially the awfuls, the affluent white female liberals, that still exists. I'm not saying all this problems are gone and the left-right thing is gone. I'm saying the era of the liberal boomer. See how I'm making it liberal? Because I know a lot of you conservative boomers had to suffer through this. You know what I mean? And you thought you had a great victory with Reagan, and you did, but it really stopped the drift?
No.
No, that 8 years didn't really stop the drift.
Felt good, though.
But more and more is sort of fading away. In particular, like when you see like people going, SPLC's a joke.
Well, honestly,
ridiculous.
When I was younger, and we'd actually moved from Alabama. I think we lived in Alaska then. And that's when SPLC started coming above the radar. And I remember thinking, I didn't remember that group at all. But then when I moved back to Montgomery, it was like, oh, yes, now I remember them. Yeah.
We also have a study that says brain hits peak performance at
56.
What? You're 56?
56.
You just turned 56?
56.
When we had that birthday bash just last week? That's
right.
What, you just turned it? Brain hits peak performance at 60.
Oh, Joey.
You got 4 years to go, big boy.
I got to disagree with that study greatly.
Wait, why?
Greatly.
Why? Well, it doesn't count for people like you that are all pickled.
Well, that's just it. I'm 56. I have a hard time remembering stuff. Names? Oh, my God. I got to do the name game with folks.
I don't remember names. I've never remembered names.
Babe, honey, hi, dude, whatever. But no, I don't. Peak performance for my brain, probably I'd say mid-30s. Unfortunately, I was probably doing things I shouldn't have been doing, so I don't remember all the things I should have. But
again, folks, we're just doing a rundown here. We'll get into all
60,
this.
I don't know.
We also have a Dear Abby, and it obviously we'll have multiple Dear Abbies, but a Dear Abby, I'm in my 50s.
I'm here.
And already facing ageism.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes, you can. See it every day.
It just sounds like an excuse.
See that every day.
People make when they aren't as good as they say they are. Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case today.
I just think sometimes remember me scoring that touchdown in the final game senior year?
Now, there are people I met that best life they had was while they were in high school, and it's so sad.
I mean, that happens. It does happen. See, that's why I made sure, like, not to make it miserable in high school, but to, like, go below the line.
I will say this about turning 50 and 50-ish now. And people kind of told me about it. You reinvent yourself in your 50s, and I thought they were nuts, but I kind of did.
Okay.
I didn't really realize what I was doing, but yeah.
Well, they're not over yet, so we'll see. Again, running through headlines here. Judge rules the naked baby photo on the Nirvana album cover is not pornography.
How old is that judge? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
If he was an older judge, I would say he would disagree with that. But it's someone younger that was there when that album came out. It's just an album cover. That's just that. Right. Man, that's a good time.
You know that drum fill Dave Grohl does in Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yeah.
You know what that is? Where he got that from? Like Gap band, like funk music.
Really? Oh, I can see that from Dave Grohl.
Yeah. So the judge rules that that famous album cover is not.
It is probably getting sued because the kid that was on it is an adult now looking for money.
Yeah, it is the kid who was on it.
There you go. Your mom got the money, kid. Sorry. Take it up with moms.
A fake pastor.
How many of those are?
Oh, a lot of false preachers.
Yes, sir.
Texas megachurch founder pleads guilty to child sex abuse charges. So welcome.
Okay. So,
seriously, I don't care if you're a Catholic priest.
Right.
Baptist, Methodist, non-denominational, dispensationalist, Presbyterian, liberation theologist, blah, blah. You mess with kids like that, dead, gone.
Thank you.
Leave.
Especially in those type of roles. The
worst.
Yep.
The worst. Anyway, sorry to get
up
over that. But
of all things to get passionate about, that's what we need to be more passionate about.
How about this, though? Because there's a lot. The point is there's a lot today.
Cornucopia.
But also Taylor Swift's album is out now.
Yeah.
I listened to like 30 seconds of the first song.
Yeah. What'd you think? And
I thought, well, there's another pop album that was just dropped, just a 2-song EP by a duo.
Yeah.
Guy and gal, I think, are a couple. But they've been making music since high school together.
Oh.
And they're called Magdelena Bay. And Magdelena Bay makes much better pop music. By far, much better pop music than the overrated and overexposed Taylor Swift.
Are you kidding me? The Queen of Shake It Off? You're putting down the Queen of Shake It Off?
Yes.
And like,
yes, I am.
You don't walk around singing that sometimes?
I'm saying her music speaks to a lot of people. Fine.
Yes.
Fine.
A lot of us of all ages.
Right. What did you come out as gay? Like, what is this?
Just say
Which
it.
is
Sometimes,
fine, but like,
sometimes it hits a note, Joey. Sometimes it hits a note with people.
Right. But no, just like there's pop music out there that's like really well crafted, fully produced, fully written by the very people performing the music.
I love it.
It's funky, bringing multiple different genres. Production is sleek, interesting. And, you know, it's not like Taylor Swift's music is bad. I wouldn't say it's just bad.
At this point,
it's well produced. It's catchy. It's all that stuff. I don't mind. Like, pop music is pop music. But it's so, and one thing I don't like is it is overexposure.
Yeah.
Like, how many stories is the New York Post going to run about her engagement ring?
I didn't even.
Like, seriously, how many middle-aged women are at home masturbating over Taylor Swift crap? I'm tired of it. It's gross. Happening? Yes, I think from all the stuff that you see in the press, it seems like that's what they're doing, at least mentally. At least mentally, if not literally.
You got me thinking about Shake It Off again.
Shake it off.
I know.
Shake it off. And there's another story. I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
This week. Because, you know, as they brought the Ferris wheel down.
Yeah.
Because this is historically Black college university, like celebration.
And I think
week.
It's great for the city.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
The Ferris wheel, it's kind of tiny.
It looks like,
is that it?
It looks like it was something at a Iraqi festival back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen those. When they just have 3 people on there and one guy turned it.
Well, Mom, I can kind of see the top floor of Embassy Suites.
Kind of.
No, I'm still looking up a little bit.
Right.
But I can kind of. Is that a homeless person having sex behind the train shed?
So the thing with that, though, I mean, I was a little disappointed when I saw it. It looked like it was been parked in somebody's backyard for the last 17 years.
When I saw it, I was like, because I was initially like, what if we're gonna get like a Ferris wheel that, especially that amount of money, like $68,000?
Yes, man.
If we're gonna spend that type of money, I was thinking like Venice Beach out in California.
I was thinking something a lot larger.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's closer to the waterfront. You can see the river as you go up and see.
Did
like
we just
the beautiful...
buy into the hype too much or something?
I didn't buy into it. I was more thinking like, if I did this, this is what I would be going for. Instead, it feels like Jose got half and somebody else got half to bring us this hunk of piece of crap.
They found it in the field somewhere where there used to be auctions.
But here's the thing. If you're happy about the Ferris wheel and the kids are happy.
Hey, if they use it, if people use it, great.
That's all that really matters. I'm just saying, I'm not impressed.
Well, you just need to lower your expectations.
Well, I've been trying. I've been trying.
After damning politicians
I've been trying.
uphill and down Dale for many years as rogues, vagabonds, frauds, and scoundrels.
Yes.
I sometimes suspected, like everyone else, I often expect too much of them.
I think I do. But one of our historically Black colleges and university here in Alabama and in Montgomery is Alabama State, right?
I actually love Alabama State. You know that?
And what's the one group over there at Alabama State you won't shut up about?
Honeybees, baby.
For folks who don't know, what are the honeybees?
They're the best thing about ASU. That's what they are.
Okay. Thank you. I understand you love them.
Okay.
That you think it's the best thing about ASU.
Besides their steppers.
But explain.
That's their cheerleading squad. And
is it a cheerleading squad or is it a dance squad?
Oh, Joey, I don't know. I go with the dance squad.
I think it's dance squad.
Yeah. Definitely a dance squad.
They perform at games.
Yes. They dress very well. They dance like nobody's business. I find every one of them to be very fun to watch. And I'd like to have them all in the studio one day. I think it'd be great.
Well, so you're saying that like they're big gals.
They're
thick.
To me,
with 2 C's.
To me, no, but yes, to others they are. To me, they're very healthy, beautiful women.
So you don't think they're like big girls. You just think they look beautiful. They're like in shape.
I do.
Well, I'm starting to think though.
You see a move? How could you move if you weren't in shape like that?
I don't know. I think Howard Hughes maybe could have gotten the spruce goose to actually fly if he had studied what the honeybees are able to do. They can get up in the air.
They can, man. I'm very impressed with them.
But and you've long been. This is not a new thing. This is not a bit. Eddie really loves the honeybees.
Ask my wife.
Yes. I think his wife is tired of hearing about the honeybees at this point. But this is Eddie. Look at him. Wink, wink.
Dude, I like him. This girl can move, man.
And so what happened
Rhythm.
at FAMU,
Oh, yeah.
or actually, let me say it the white way, FAMU.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was confused.
But at FAMU, or FAMU.
I was very confused from this.
No, I mentioned this to a server at Chappie's. I said FAMU, and she goes, "Oh, you mean FAMU? FAMU." But when Alabama State was playing down there, the Honeybees performed as they usually do.
Yes.
And a particular announcer, I think I actually have the real story here before we play this clip. This guy is a Florida A&M announcer. His name's Joe Bullard, longtime announcer for the Florida A&M's Marching 100. Made a joke after the Honeybees got done performing. And we have that clip here. Let's listen in.
Congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
What's this dude look like?
Let me hear that again.
Oh.
Congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
What makes me laugh is the crowd.
Yeah, they get it. They get it.
No!
The reaction from everybody kind of reminds me of that uni.
I got from Barstool. Yeah, that's
wow.
So has he? Let me ask. I know what he said, but has he been forced to apologize yet?
I don't know if he's actually apologized.
Really?
Because I'm looking at a story from 2 days ago. Yeah, I've got a picture of Joe Bullard. If you like to see him,
Sure.
Looks like a dude, just a normal dude, probably in what 60s.
Yeah. He's all right.
He's just a dude. Like, I'll show the audience.
There's things you just don't say.
Like seeing him now and hearing his voice, I like Joe. I like
said
Joe
much
Bullard.
worse, but you don't say that about a group of ladies, Joey.
Why not? That's what makes it funny.
No, not.
You can't say that about big women.
If you and I are in the locker room, we're having locker room talk. That's one thing, but not on the air to thousands of people out there.
Well, I suppose it goes to show that just because you're thick doesn't mean you have thick skin.
Oh, but you do.
272-9228.
I know because
it had nothing to do with the skin. It has to do with the subcutaneous
we harvested a
fat.
whale one time, and it's huge, and that skin was super thick. It gets bigger in your mouth as you chew on it.
No, but then I think Quentin Ross, the ASU president.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find this. Yes, Alabama State President Dr. Quentin T. Ross issued a statement on Saturday calling the comments "quote unquote" distasteful, saying the Honeybees, along with the mighty Marching Hornets, dedicate countless hours to their craft to deliver unforgettable, show-stopping performances that embody the pride and excellence of Alabama State University. To have their artistry disrespected after such a performance is absolutely unacceptable. I stand firmly with the Honeybees, Ross goes on, the mighty Marching Hornets, and our entire student body. Well, you're the president. Of course you would say that. Honeybees, please know that you are celebrated, valued, and admired for the joy you bring to Hornet Nation, and also for the bold and fearless way you represent the very best of ASU. Continue to shine, because your light cannot be dimmed by negativity.
I agree.
Yeah, but on the political side, I agree. Everyday folks don't, keep your light going. But on the political side, don't we always hear that, like, people's lights being dimmed by all our negativity?
This is true.
Yeah, we constantly hear. I thought, well, who cares?
I get the guy trying to make a joke,
saying that y'all are big.
It's as a guy that makes jokes all the time. 90% of them don't go over well. I get it. He tried to make a joke, but that's kind of not. You don't do that on there. You don't do that.
I like it. I thought it was transgressive.
If we were in the locker room, I'd giggle. I'd laugh. But then I'd run to them honeybees and go, "Look, I'm sorry."
No, I think you're just smitten.
Oh, I'm very smitten.
Yeah, you just think they're angels, and thus
they can do no wrong.
You're biased.
I wonder if they need a frat house. I could buy them a frat house, and they could probably.
I don't think you need to be buying anybody a house.
Sure. I mean,
I agree. I agree with
I'd
myself.
like to make sure that they'd be well taken care of. So
I don't think you should do that.
Okay.
I just don't.
Can we have them in here and talk about it?
Sure.
Dude, we could do like the stepping out in the parking lot. They could teach us some dance moves.
Why would they want to talk to us? We voted for Trump.
I know my wife has told you this before. Black women love me, Joey.
Okay.
They always have. I love them too.
All right. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's us?
And a lot of people who are the persuasion of a honeybee did vote for Trump, and they won't admit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Hey, remember, 20 you get plenty, 30 you get dirty, 40 you get horny, 50 you get nifty, and 60 you get lucky if you get any at all. Remember that, Eddie?
No, man, that's right around the corner for me. That's
you.
Well, what, you're at 50 nifty?
56, man. I'm
You're
still
50,
cooking with
you're
gas.
50. You're at 50, you get nifty, but 60 you get lucky if you get lucky.
No, I've been going
I'm
down the
talking
rabbit
about-
hole on some of these older
Okay.
women on TikTok, and
What are you
All right,
seeing? What are you seeing in that
Okay.
rabbit hole of older women?
they're not liking life. They're not liking men. Like the one lady said, from the time she was about 55 to
Mhm.
60,
Yeah.
she didn't
I
want to
believe it.
talk to her husband. No man, period.
Mhm.
I
I think we should respect her
Hey
wishes.
guys, hey guys,
Yeah, you're right.
I want to talk about something serious.
What you got?
Well, when I was in the Air Force in active duty down here, I forgot what base it was, but Carter was president and he shut the country down.
Mhm.
You remember that?
Yep.
Jimmy Carter. They told us, hey, everybody, and it was a civil service base, okay? It was Warden Robins, Georgia. That's what it was. And they said, you guys got to come to work because we work at the alert facility at the
Mhm.
time, and it was the B-52s at the time, and the B-1s on alert pad.
Yep.
24/7. Okay, so we stayed at work, and I said, we're going to get paid. And I said, oh, we're eventually going to get the back pay. Don't worry about it, And then I called a couple of my, my card financier.
Yep.
And they said, don't worry about it. We know what's going on. We're gonna hold it. We're not gonna penalize you. We're not gonna, put late fees or anything else on you. We're good with it. Okay, we're gonna work with you all because we know what's going on. All right. But you know what the worst enemy was? We had airmen, this is sad. Okay. Nobody's brought this up either. It's really, I guess they haven't walked in my shoes before. But there used to be airmen that were married that had 2, 3, 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
These mothers were stay-at-home moms with these 4 kids.
Yep.
Okay. How do you pay for? You can with that. If you're not getting any money, you can postpone your electricity bill, your phone bill, your credit card bills, and your auto bill. But you can't do that with food. You can't buy any food if you ain't got no money. And some of these young kids were living paycheck to paycheck. We started helping some of the single guys that had some money. We started helping the ones that had kids. Nobody thinks about the collateral damage. Those children out there are not going to get fed. Has anybody mentioned that yet?
Nope.
Nope, exactly. Nobody's mentioned anything about it because that young airman of 2 stripes, he just makes enough to put electricity and pay the bills and everything. And now suddenly he's got 0 money coming in. So he's got 0 money he can buy gas with, and he's got 0 money he can buy food for his wife and his family. 0. So these Democrats, man, I tell you one thing, they ought to let them all move in with them. They got all the food and ice cream, and like Nancy Pelosi with her fancy Haagen-Dazs over there going on, her fat little ass, It's just to the point nobody thinks about the collateral damage of what happens because they haven't walked in those shoes yet.
Right.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying loud and clear. But is not the collateral damage always the excuse not to do things?
Absolutely, but the collateral damage is not required. These two,
I agree with you. It is not required. You don't need the shutdown.
Here's the shutdown problem. Here's the conundrum on it, okay? And that is very simple. The Democrats are not going to give in. They're not. It don't matter how many days you want to go, years. They're not going to give in. And Republicans better not. We've done it in the past, but we better not this time. Not with Mr. Trump, because he'll lose all his credibility. There is no way there's going to be a winner on each side, of either side. None. Either side's going to give in, Joey. Tell me who's going to give in.
I really don't care who gives in. If they make this go long enough, okay, we're going to fire hundreds of thousands of people. Good.
Well, it's just kind of
okay.
ridiculous.
What I wanted.
What are you going to do for the young soldier that's got 4 kids? How are you going to feed him?
I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe he goes gets a different job.
You got what?
Maybe he goes and gets a different job.
Wait a minute. He works on a military aircraft and he needs to get another job? A different job?
If they're screwing him over and screwing with his life that much, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't look at that because eventually they're gonna see. I went through 2 or 3 of those, and we always got our back pay. But you know who got the best deal out of it? The civil service, because they didn't have to come to work, and they still got the back pay.
Right.
Oh, it's a messed up system, but it
is.
But until we hit rock bottom, no one's ever going to do anything about it. And the fact that we have military, basically the people that shut down the government don't suffer for their lack of doing their own job. They got one darn job. Just like if my job was to run this radio station and one day it didn't run.
Didn't the president say he was proud of his warriors, that we were the best fighting force in the world?
Of course.
And he would provide anything for his troops that they needed?
Yeah.
Well, how about food for your families? Because you know what the number one thing was that when we did a survey one time. You know what the number one thing that soldiers thought about the most? It wasn't money. When we were at the point and everything, it was about their families' education, and their health. And that's the only thing that was the number one and number 2 thing they cared about the most.
Sure.
Everything else was second, third, fourth, money, everything else, down to finance and everything. 1 and 2 was the welfare of their family.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, when my dad was in, I know things are different, but we hit the chow hall all the time. Is that not a thing anymore?
Well, you know what? I hate to say it. I think that's a great option. That might come.
I thought that was just standard.
We might need you in the Air Force there, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a great idea because we're still going to get the food coming into that chow hall, and bring your family to a chow hall to eat.
And again, Soldier Boy, I hear what you're saying loud and clear, and I don't have an answer, but I would hope that especially folks working within the system would have an answer and would have means of actually putting something together. If we're so far gone that they're like, sorry, young man, no, you're not getting paid. Screw you. Like, that doesn't sound like the right camaraderie that we need. That there are ways of helping one another, especially if you're literally talking about not eating.
Oh, exactly. Oh, I totally agree with you.
Talk to your friends. Talk to the commander. There are ways of, it won't be sunshine and lollipops, but it's also not the end of the world.
But to blame one side or the other, it happens so much now, it's ridiculous.
Right.
They got one job. And if they can't, it's not like it hits them, hey, by tomorrow you got to have this budget done. This is their one freaking job.
So
if
Joey,
they can't do it, you hold them accountable and you get them the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it going to last?
I don't know.
How many days?
Okay,
you don't know. Eddie, how many days you going to bet on?
Less than a month. Less than a month.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
People are saying to the 15th of payday.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense too.
And believe it or not, ours always broke on a payday.
Yeah.
Always did.
But that makes sense. No one wants a soldier going without pay.
And this was a little confusing yesterday.
Well, we were without one pay, but we weren't going out without 2 pays. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It was going to be on the 15th or the 1st of the month.
Right.
That's when they signed the crap.
So everybody got paid on the 1st?
Everybody gets paid the 1st, the 15th in the military, yeah.
Right. No, I mean, in the shutdown scenario, everybody got that first check on the 1st?
What's today?
Today's the 4th, 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, the shutdown commenced at midnight Wednesday, and given that was payday,
they would have got it.
They got their paycheck.
Night.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They would have got their paycheck maybe in a day early, or depending who you bank with. And
what you're saying, Soldier Boy, gets worse the longer it goes on past that, obviously. And also, if it goes past the 60-day mark, seriously, the Doge people. I'm looking at a story here with Russ Vogt. They're saying, okay, after 6 days up, we can fire hundreds of thousands of people, and we will.
And they're ready to. They are absolutely ready.
This is what we wanted to do.
Yep.
You know what's going to happen? As soon as we fire them, the courts are going to be filled. Oh, God.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do. You're right. It goes to the
But there's all sorts of good legal authority. If the government shut down and it's extended this far, the executive has the discretion to start laying people off.
That's the whole purpose of his job.
Some of the people I work with, civil service people, are funny. You know what they used to call it? Oh, we're going to Vegas for the week. I'm like, well, how do you know? Well, it ain't going to be signed for a while.
Yep.
I'm like, and we're going to get it all back paid anyway. So it's basically a paid vacation. They went to Vegas. They got the back pay. It's a mini vacation.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mini vacation for the military because your butt had, you know what? I got to give credit to the air traffic controllers.
Well,
they showed
still
up.
showed up. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the call, man. I got to hit a break.
Later.
There's Soldier Boy.
272-9228
I missed the
again.
Chow Hall now that I think about Chow Hall.
Chow Hall. What'd you get at the Chow Hall? What'd you eat?
Depending on where we were at, but in Turkey, my favorite thing was a double cheeseburger. This guy, I don't remember his name, but he could make a double cheeseburger like nobody's business. But Doner Kebab on Thursday, that was the best.
Ooh.
That was the best.
Well, we got to hit this break. First, though, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services. And they're at Pest Pro, Ashley and that great team ready to help you out.
Did you see their 5-year anniversary?
I did.
They'd partied down, buddy.
Yeah. And what a success story out of the pandemic. Because 5 years ago was 2020.
Right. That.
And it's great because it started with Ashley and Zach.
Yep.
And it's grown. They have this huge team now.
Continues to
great
grow.
facility there, Main Street in Millbrook.
Yep.
You see the trucks moving around.
See them everywhere.
Beautiful. Man. I love that
Always
wrap
clean,
job
yep.
on them. And when that truck shows up, you know you're getting taken care of.
That's right.
They're going to take care of your property, and especially with the shifting of the seasons,
Yes,
the changing
Joey.
of the season.
You can smell the fall coming in, buddy.
I like it's my favorite time of the year. If it actually goes to fall.
It's going. I think we're going
Good.
this time.
I love it. It's my favorite time of year. And things happen, though, with like spiders. Or maybe your wood pile needs to be treated.
Oh, they know what winter is coming to, and they're looking for that warm place to get in and spend the winter inside your house. Sounds good.
Yeah, if you want to make sure your home is jam up in jelly side, as the song says, Pest Pro Services can help you out. Just check them out today. You can always learn more about them at ppsriverregion.com or just search Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces, very active Facebook page there, or just call them direct, 265-9990. That's 265-9990. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro Services, and be sure to tell Ashley and that great team that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you. So you're not going to ride the Ferris wheel?
No.
No?
No.
I don't plan on it either.
I mean, no, you never know what could happen. I could end up having a few adult beverages and
then we're on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
But when's the last time you went downtown? Like to the entertainment district downtown?
One of the concerts that we saw.
Or a comedy?
No, that
was it Theo
crawfish.
Vaughn or Bert?
No, that crawfish.
Oh,
festival.
the crawfish boil thing.
Yeah.
The mud bug ball.
Yeah, we did that, which was a lot of fun. Jay Quillett.
Help people with autism.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I remember that's as many crawfish I've ever seen in my life, just like laid out on a table.
It's good eating.
Yeah.
You sucked the head?
I did once or twice towards the end.
We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs, and what our customers say about our business is the most important advertising tool. I'm here with Ronnie Taunton, who is a longtime customer of Adams Drugs, moved away for 3 years, and came back to town recently. Ronnie, how easy was it to move your business back to Adams Drugs?
Jim, it was very easy. All we did was make a phone call to the store in Prattville. That's where we live now, and they took it from there, and I didn't do anything else.
What has your overall experience been like here at Adams Drugs?
Well, we are glad to be back with Adams. We've had quite an experience in some towns we lived in, and they have great service. You can tell that the employees are glad to be there to serve you, and I couldn't ask for any more. Whatever formula the Vinson family has, they need to keep it in a safe place because it's certainly working.
Come into any of our 12 Adams Drugs locations. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net to find the location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-348-8569. 800-348-8569. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. 800-348-8569.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Fairly comfortable forecast for today and great weather for the start of the fair this evening. Today, a good bit of sunshine, nice breeze again, high temperature up to about 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low temperature in the lower 60s. We'll say partial sunshine, a sun and cloud mix for Saturday with a high in the middle 80s. Some widely scattered showers are possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs in the lower 80s, then a little warmer again by midweek. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
At CB&S Bank, we've been meeting the needs of our customers since 1906. Need help setting up new business goals? Our line of commercial loans can help you achieve them. Go to cbsbank.com to find a location near you. All loans subject to credit approval, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome back. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the program. That's 334-272-9228. Welcome back into the show. This part of the program brought to you by Montgomery Men's Health, and they're Montgomery Men's Health. They're ready to help you fellas out. If you just don't feel right, feel tired, sluggish, not like yourself. But a lot of guys go, I'm just getting older. Don't think that. Don't say that to yourself. I don't need to go to the doctor. Well, maybe you do. If this is constantly a problem that's only getting worse, it is really making you suffer in your quality of life. Getting your work done, your love life is suffering. You just don't have that physical or mental energy. Okay. What you need to do is get by Montgomery Men's Health. They don't have guesswork or gimmicks, no generic treatments they just throw at you, hoping they work. No, the urologists and providers there will sit down and specifically tailor solutions to your body and goals. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. So, gentlemen, you only got one life. Procrastination's only going to make this worse. Get by Montgomery Men's Health. Call them today at 440-3663. That's 440-3663, or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com to book your appointment today. So we don't have that much time here.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get into this Dear Abby real quick, because I know this is something you've probably faced now that you're
definitely
you're in your mid 50s. You're on the backside of your mid 50s.
Every day. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah.
How does it feel?
I gotta be honest, not as good as I thought it would.
Well, you'll never be over the hill, not in the car you drive.
No, unless it's downhill.
One of my favorite Norm jokes. It's just like this. Also from that roast, as to Gilbert Godfrey.
I saw.
He goes, the bathrooms say, "Ladies and gentlemen, take no heed. Just go right through. There's no bathroom that says scoundrel." Love that. Anyway, here's the Dear Abby. Dear Abby, I am 54 and already facing ageism.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that word.
Ageism?
Mm-hmm. Like, you've never accused me of being ageist towards you.
No, I'm sure I chismited that word much better than ageism.
But dear Abby, I am 54 and already facing ageism. Some of my neighbors who are in their 30s and 40s make ageist statements aimed at me. These people do not know me, but happen to live in my building.
Ooh.
So far, I'm finding this person to be weak. Anyway, one time I was wearing a brand new purple winter coat I loved. This has to be a woman.
Mm-hmm. Or a pimp.
It was a gift. It was a gift from a close friend. A woman complimented me on my coat, followed by, I didn't know you could wear something like that at your age.
Oh.
I was offended, but remained silent and didn't react emotionally. I think you did, woman. The next incident occurred in front of a group of people in the elevator. I was going down with my new mountain bike, ready to take it for a spin.
Mm-hmm.
When a young couple got on, the man said, "Nice bike. I didn't know people your age could still ride mountain bikes." His girlfriend covered her mouth with her hand and everyone collapsed into laughter. Again, I chose not to react.
Oh, you're just...
No, I chose to just push it down and simmer. Now I'm going to tell Abby about this one.
Right. Prude.
Abby, it's getting to the point where I just pop on headphones and focus on my music when I'm in the elevator or common areas in my building.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Are there any good comebacks to these ageist barbs? I haven't reacted because my dignity is important to my personal growth and well-being.
My comeback.
Is it best to remain silent? What do you suggest from growing old gracefully? If I had to write back and be like, get over yourself. You're getting old. Learn to take a joke.
Yeah, you need to learn to take a joke because it's only going to get worse from here.
Right.
But in the elevator, I mean, she said she wants to reply with dignity, so my idea is out. But
here's what Abby sent back. Dear growing old, I'm 54. You aren't over the hill. I see people in their 70s and 80s who are active, vital, and attractive. You aren't going to teach classless younger people any lessons, so keep your reaction good-humored. When it happens again, and it may, smile and tell the youngster you hope they are lucky enough to do this, wear this, etc. when they reach your age. Then keep on walking or biking and don't look back.
Whatever. You just...
Yeah, sometimes when I hear about other people's problems, that kind of sounds like a you thing. Like, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah.
Well, it might be a very serious issue, but
I can see where it's getting old. I think
like
women,
you might need to make a choice.
Women take it a little bit harder than men.
About getting old?
Yeah. As
Why?
far as people mentioning their age.
Why?
I think they always want to be thought of as young and beautiful.
Why? Why do they have internalized misogyny in their heads?
I don't know. Could be society.
Well,
People like
what do you
Joey.
mean? Like you can't be beautiful in old age?
I think you can. I've seen many.
Wait, I've heard this many times, and I think it is a good distinction, though a gross one. There's a difference between being like hot. Like we can say this as a man. You see a woman that you don't even like that much, or you don't even know, or what, and there is a trigger, and we know all the things that you're like, man, she's hot.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a look.
Sure.
But often there are some girls that are all done up and hot that I go, it's not that beautiful how they carry themselves, how they,
A lot of their
how they
crazy,
speak,
but you can feel their aura. They just
and it's also gimmicks. It's like, okay, you put on the makeup the right way, you're in shape, you got the dress or whatever you're wearing in the right way, and it's like that's one aspect of you. And what you find is, especially in the eyes and how they carry themselves, there are women that are incredibly beautiful until the day they die.
Yes. Raquel Welch.
So
I dream of Jeannie.
So dear growing old, suck it up, buttercup. Because right now it had nothing to do with your age.
Well, also, my suggestion would be hang out with younger people. I mean, you literally do pick up on their energy, and it sounds like you've been hanging out with a bunch of old farts.
Well, and also younger people can suck too. It's like, but seriously,
yeah, they can. But as a younger person, not anymore. But when I was a younger person, every once in a while, whether it was intended or not, you would learn something from somebody that was older. I mean, you wouldn't go, "Ooh, thank you for teaching me that," but you realize that was a life lesson, or they would explain to you a life lesson that they learned.
It doesn't happen as much now, but I would get people who would give me, because I'd have a political opinion. They'd say, "Oh, you're just so young," and the proportional and correct response is like, "Oh, and you're just so old."
Well, it's funny.
And, I'm young and inexperienced, so I have an excuse. What's yours?
It's funny, though, because, again, when I was young, I used to tick me off so bad. I'm young, but now that I am older, my thought process on that
Thoughts
changed dramatically.
Thoughts definitely changed.
But I didn't appreciate being kind of poo-pooed. You're so young and you don't
Well,
know
that just
any better.
means the old person's insecure. Now, a secure old person, if this had been an older man, like
Yeah.
a 56-year-old man like you, and that guy made you a
took his
comment
girl.
about your
I took his girl right then and there.
or you might have been like, what? You know, man, at least I'm not still suckling on my mama's teeth.
I just took his woman.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nothing worse than, nothing more humiliating than entering with a woman and someone else leaving with him.
Yeah, but then are you going to build her?
No, I'm just going to drop her off and he's going to have to pick her up across
Oh,
town.
okay. I was about to say, like,
no.
You know, with your heart issue, you shouldn't be taking Cialis.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Wet feet, melting popsicles, puppy prints. Summer is hard on floors, but Pergo Vinyl by Mohawk is kid-proof, pet-proof, and life-proof. And right now during the Pergo event at Prattville Carpet, you can get luxury vinyl, worry-free floors, plus up to $1,000 in rebates on qualifying Pergo products. So gorgeous new floors up to $1,000 back. And did I mention 12 months no interest? Get the details and shop Mohawk's Pergo event now at PrattvilleCarpet.com.
Prattville Carpet, we're more than just carpet.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Homebuyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. Because when real estate problems cause you uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Give Rapid Fire Homebuyers a call today at 334-675-1000. That's 334-675-1000.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
The best pizza buffet in town just got better. In October, Pizza Perfect is rolling back the price to 2010. This month only, the buffet is only $10. Included on the buffet is pizza, spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Get it for lunch Monday through Saturday and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. If you've never been to Pizza Perfect, now's a great time to go. $10 for the buffet. Pizza Perfect. Available for pickup and delivery. Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Phones talk to Charles.
Yes, it's Charles the First.
Hey, Charles the First, how you doing?
I'm good. I wanted to tie together the two things that you guys are talking about, and maybe try to help somebody by doing it. Okay. The shutdown, and your other caller was talking about the families that didn't make a lot of money and all that kind of thing, and you guys saying that anything, they could do something different or whatever it might be. Something else happened though that is a tragedy. As far as this is all concerned, on September the 30th at midnight, at the same time the shutdown took place, y'all, the checks are no longer being sent out to the elderly, and lots was being done to attempt to try to tell as many of them as you could, but that's like a third layoff of Social Security workers because of that. Have you got me?
Yeah.
And those persons that are 85 or older that may not have family. I don't know if y'all remember, but most of my family died in accidents and for other reasons, y'all.
Right.
And so if I were 85, I might be in that group if I wasn't very savvy. And when I looked up for those at risk because of all these factors, like the Social Security office being further away, there being less workers, these persons not having families, AI showed me that in the state of Alabama, there could be between 50 and 200 individuals that would be in, not just not get their check, but actually be in harm's way of being able to eat,
I'm sure.
live where they're living, or anything. And most of those are in Greene, Sumter, and Perry County, and that's within your range of letting any church persons know maybe to just go see about these persons to get them to get a bank account or get the card that they're supposed to offer them. I hope that wasn't too much to, for me to do, but you know what, guys, I only do it when it's just an absolute no help for somebody, like with the mentally challenged that got kicked out of the hospital. That's my thing. But to me, this is right on par with that. And so anything that I might do that anybody might could hear, that can help somebody and have them realize that if you know of a very, very alone elderly person during this time that my grandma would have still got a check, y'all. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I appreciate y'all letting me get on here to say, and I hope you had a great birthday, Eddie.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, man.
Well, appreciate it, Charles.
Have a good day, everybody.
Let's go to Austin Baranko with Invista Advisors. Hey, Austin, how you doing?
Hey, Joe, having a great day. How are y'all?
Oh, we're all right. As you kind of look at are there any big economic news that kind of jumped out to you as this week went on?
I've been watching the market closely this week, had a little bit of volatility, but nothing too crazy. The market still continued to run up. The thing that caught my attention most today is inflows into global equities. So, we've had tons of flows into domestic equities over the last year, and pretty much any sector that you look at domestically is elevated. It's higher today than it was this time last year. You've seen kind of a fall off in global performance, global equities over the last several years. No one's really wanted to be in Europe, Asia, India, those markets, but inflows in October, in September, have now been the most that we've seen since a year from today. So I don't know if that is the beginning of a trend or just an anomaly, but it's something that we're going to continue to watch, because when you have a rotation out of domestic into global equities, it is kind of a signal that there is a shift coming in the markets. I don't know, like I said, if this is just an anomaly that just happened over September, or if this is something that's going to continue, because if it does, it may be a good opportunity for us to rotate, take some gains out of domestic equities that have run up and rotate into global. So things that stand out that are interesting, I would say that is the most interesting thing that I've noted this week as far as macroeconomics goes.
Now, and let's tell folks about y'all's firm, Invista Advisors.
Yeah, Invista Advisors is a registered investment advisory, and we focus primarily on planning. I know we talk about it a lot, so it seems kind of redundant, but anyone listening that hasn't heard this before, if you are approaching retirement or trying to put a kid through college or making a big purchase or selling a business or anything that is a huge financial transaction in your life that you need a professional set of eyes on helping you walk through and make decisions from an informed perspective, that's what we do. So give us a call, and any scenario that you're facing, if we can't help you with it, we will at least point you in the right direction and get you help.
Folks, call them up direct at 387-0094. That's 387-0094. And when you call them up, be sure to say, hey, I heard Austin Baranko on the radio with Joey Clark.
Hey, Joey, I appreciate it. I want to say one last thing.
Sure.
I'm going to see Father Bill this weekend. My sister gets married tomorrow, and your uncle is going to be officiating the wedding, so it'll be good to run into him.
Yeah, he was telling me about some Sadie wedding or something like that going on. Yeah, I'll see him tonight. So that's
awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
Well, tell him I say hey, and you and Eddie have a great weekend.
All right, you too, Austin.
God
See you,
bless.
brother. 2729228. Second hour coming up. Urbanite texted me.
Yeah.
Thing.
You look it up?
Yeah. Florida A&M University, FAMU, or FAMU.
That's what I say.
Band announcer Joe Bullard was suspended, and the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC, fined FAMU $10,000 for inappropriate comments he made during a football game. So after he said the plus-size dancers, ASU's honeybees, are the
But I remember, and Urbanite brought it to my attention too. I remember back in the day, ASU and just about any other college they played, they talked so much crap
but
about
also,
even your mamas. They did the your mama cheers.
Oh yeah, and it also it's a kind of a realization that whether you're black or you're white, there are certain like cultures, especially in college campuses, where people just have sticks up their butts. You can't say that. We're fine. I'm gonna whatever. Next hour coming up.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Senators return to the U.S. Capitol today for another vote to fully reopen the U.S. government. There has been no indication so far of any kind of a deal with Democrats. They're still demanding an extension of controversial health care subsidies, which the GOP says would be spent for illegal immigrants, costing taxpayers some $1.5 trillion. Those subsidies had been set to expire this year anyway. Republicans are pressing on with repeated votes on a bill that would reopen the government at current spending levels. One casualty of the government shutdown is the monthly jobs report. The Labor Department typically releasing its monthly report on the first Friday of the month. That report on economic data is being delayed amidst the ongoing shutdown. A short delay won't be much of a problem. A long absence could cause some consternation at the Fed, where they're still deciding what to do with interest rates. This is SRN News.
The Federal Reserve just cut interest rates, and that could be big news for the price of physical gold and silver. That's why Advantage Gold invites you to call 800-741-GOLD. Call now and you'll get your free gold and silver information kit, and you could qualify for up to $10,000 in free gold and silver with your IRA or 401k rollover. Advantage Gold has been ranked the #1 gold company in America for the last 10 years, and with the U.S. dollar facing serious devaluation, now is the time to act. We've partnered with former IMF chief economist Kenneth Rogoff, and when you call 800-741-GOLD, you'll also receive his best-selling book, Our Dollar, Your Problem, absolutely free.
Gold and silver are real, tangible assets that have protected wealth for centuries.
Advantage Gold helps you move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals, tax-free and penalty-free. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-741-4653 now. That's 800-741-GOLD.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Fairly comfortable forecast for today and great weather for the start of the fair this evening. Today, a good bit of sunshine, nice breeze again, high temperature up to about 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low temperature in the lower 60s. We'll say partial sunshine, a sun and cloud mix for Saturday with a high in the middle 80s. Some widely scattered showers are possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs in the lower 80s, then a little warmer again by midweek. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Autopsies show 4 inmates executed in Alabama last year had methamphetamine and marijuana in their systems when they were put to death. Condemned inmates undergo a medical examination before execution, but they are not tested for drugs. There have been 6 documented drug seizures already this year at Holman Correctional Facility, home of Alabama's death row. Tuskegee University has announced a historic fundraising initiative. The institution will embark on a $300 million campaign to expand its academic programs and revitalize the college facilities. With $168 million already donated to the initiative, Tuskegee hopes to reach its $300 million goal by June of 2030. The 71st Annual Alabama National Fair opens today at the Garrett Coliseum Fairgrounds. Sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery, the 11 Best Days of Fall runs through Monday, October 13th. The fair is the biggest yearly fundraiser for the Kiwanis Club, which donates hundreds of thousands of dollars annually to various local projects. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
Hey there, this is Hannah Grantham with Forest Meadows Homes and Land. And since my partner Eddie Bader and I started advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting, we've seen the results from it daily. Blue Water Broadcasting has become a second family, and I recommend them to anyone looking to advertise their business.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the river region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton with the Good Feet Store with another real Good Feet story. Lulinda came to the store having ridden motorcycles across the country her whole life, but pain had crept in. Feet, knees, hips, and back. She told us, "I don't even know if I can ride anymore." Lulinda was desperate. This wasn't just about riding. It was about holding on to something that made her feel alive. We began the fitting and she started her test walk. And she just stopped. Then the tears came. "I haven't felt this in years," she said. She didn't want to stop walking. 2 weeks later, she popped into the store beaming. She said, "I'm doing it. I'm going on my cross-country trip." We'll never forget that moment. Lulinda found her freedom again, and knowing we played a small part in helping her get back on that bike still gives us chills. I'm Jonathan Cotton reminding you that we can help you get back in the saddle at the Good Feet Store. The Good Feet Store is in Montgomery, across from the shops at East Chase.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. His name is Eddie Bader, the guy with the pink shirt on. Remind you of any relatives?
No, that's it. That night. I do like big women.
Yeah, we established that in the first hour.
I'm just making sure.
That's fine. Everybody likes what they like.
Yeah.
Everybody likes what they like.
I fought it for a long time, but
they all like what they like. Yeah. How about this? Because I already hit the ageist thing.
Yeah.
Which just sounded like a mid-50-something-year-old woman who...
I'll go with single, too, by the way.
Yeah.
And 3 cats.
Right. The reason she wrote that to Abby is because she has
didn't have a husband.
Nobody else. Or even girlfriends. I think even her girlfriends are like, I'm tired of it.
I can see that.
All right. I thought I was a lesbian. Turns out I'm not.
That was one of the things I read on those TikTok women. There were one lady says, after turning 50, she said, "I'm not a lesbian, but I feel like I should drive a Subaru just to get men to leave me alone."
By the way, just a quick little moralistic rant, if I get on my soapbox. I don't care if you're gay or straight or whatever. If you're like having that midlife crisis, which everybody can go through these identity crisis moments, and especially if you have a family, and it's like, we're kind of tired of each other, taking each other for granted. Like all this stuff can happen.
Sure.
Life can suck.
Oh yes.
But if your solution to that sort of stuff is like, I need to do some weird sex stuff, whether it's stepping out, like just cheating, whether it's like, maybe I'm gay, maybe I'm a lesbian, maybe I should try, maybe we should do a threesome, maybe we should try, like, that is not the path to improving things.
It's not.
What are you thinking? Sex is not the solution to any of that.
No. That's like, hey, we're about to have a divorce. You know what we should do? Have a kid. That would save the marriage.
Right. Good God. Right. It's like, I think what we need to do is drink heavily, and we need to start sleeping with other people.
Maybe a little therapy is not the worst idea.
Oh, we'll therapize this thing out. Like, good God.
Dude, that's got to be incredibly successful, or it wouldn't still be around.
Or it is. Maybe that's why it's still around, is because it's not successful.
Great money if you can get it, you know.
But because I'm hitting the age people
Yeah.
and all this stuff, how about this? This is, I think, from the Times of London.
Oh.
And forget youthful brilliance. The human mind actually peaks at 60.
Do you think I'm getting smarter? I mean, let me just ask you, you're a close friend of mine. You know me. Am I getting ready to peak, Joey? Or are things kind of getting worse?
But again, you're a bad example because I know you've been pickling yourself for all these years.
Who's perfect? Who's perfect?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I get it, but.
Right. Imagine if you were like, well, actually, I think you might be in prison. If you were completely sober, like teetotaler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have been in prison a long time ago.
Wouldn't have made it, brother.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think you're probably much more savvy than you were when you were in your 20s.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
like
would say I'm a different person.
Maybe like how quick things are clicking slows down around 60. Like I've noticed this with
I'll go with that.
Like
sure.
the verbal stuff and like the quickness and be able to dexterity and understand a thing and fix it and all this stuff. That maybe slows down, but I'd imagine there's a sweet spot, and I guess we'll read this. There's a sweet spot of like experience, plus you still have the actual innate intelligence.
I will agree with you on that because I do remember like working with my dad, and he was a little bit older, and where I would get excited, angry or whatever,
Right.
he could almost have a step back picture and go, "You need to do this." I mean, very calm.
Yes.
Or I'm throwing wrenches into the lake.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's read this from the Times of London. Middle age has a dreadful reputation.
It does.
I'm sorry that you've been gone all week and I bring you in here.
No, it's okay. I'm agreeing with it so far.
Middle age has a dreadful reputation. Knees creak, waistlines thicken, career stall. Well, wait, that happened to me in my 20s. Children demand more than you can give. Parents need more than you can manage. The mirror is unkind.
Yes.
I don't think it's the mirror. The inbox, I think it's your internal monologue. That's just light being reflected back to you. I think it's not the mirror. The mirror is unkind, the inbox unforgiving. Little wonder it is often seen as the bleakest stretch of life's journey, which is just strange to me. So strange. I feel so much happier the older I get. I don't understand that strain.
I did for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So it starts going downhill a little bit. Oh, I have stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yet a study offers consolation. However frazzled and arthritic you may feel in your late 50s, this is when your mind is at its finest. The paper, published in the journal Intelligence, draws on decades of psychological research to produce what the authors have called the Cognitive Personality Functioning Index, the CPFI. A single measure that tracks how intelligence, judgment, and other key mental and personality traits evolve over the average lifespan. This is actually fascinating. The results indicate a pattern that the overall functioning of the human brain reaches its zenith. Oh, you're in the sweet spot, baby, between 55 and 60.
Man.
You're at your zenith. Or you're right there. You're almost about to be at your zenith. And then...
I don't know. I still...
You know,
I mean, there are some things, I will say this, that, not to be funny, but COVID I saw clear as day.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
you did.
So and there are some things that, but there's others. What was his name again? What was that guy's name? I mean, I just can't remember. Who did we have lunch with yesterday? I don't know.
Oh, fair enough. But the reason is that different abilities follow different trajectories.
Okay.
Fluid intelligence, which includes reasoning, memory span, and processing speed, tends to peak in early 20s.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Yeah.
It ebbs steadily from there. But the data suggests that so-called crystallized intelligence, the accumulation of knowledge and experience, continues to build for decades. Personality traits also mature. Conscientiousness, the diligence to see things through, and emotional stability, the ability to keep calm under stress, increase across adulthood before leveling off in later life.
Disagree.
Okay. Other skills bloom late. Again, you're unique. You've been pickling. Other skills bloom late. Moral reasoning, the ability to weigh competing principles, deepens with experience, producing sounder judgments and about fairness and duty. Financial literacy peaks in the late 60s, perhaps reflecting a lifetime of dealing with bills. People also get better at avoiding the sunk cost fallacy, the human tendency to throw good money after bad.
Yep.
Except if you work in government, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Free money don't matter.
Yeah. What do you mean bad money? I'm getting it.
Right.
Experience seems to make them less sentimental about lost causes. Not everything improves. Cognitive flexibility, the ability to shift smoothly between tasks or strategies when circumstances change, and cognitive empathy, the ability to intuit what others are thinking. Oh no, I'm starting to learn something. Fade with age. The motivation to tackle abstract puzzles known to psychologists as the need for cognition also wanes on average. However, in the round, the study concludes that in middle age, the gains more than offset the losses. The late 50s emerge as the sweet spot, the point when hard-won wisdom compensates for dwindling speed. That's kind of like, I didn't even need the study. I just said it before we even read the study.
Hang out with me, Joe. You'll be able to have your own study.
Yeah, well, honestly, you've been part of a study. You didn't know it. The results, next month, the results come in.
When am I getting paid again?
No, you'll get paid handsomely after the public shaming.
But of course.
But I love this when you do a study, like detailed study that really figures this out, and you're like, you mean like common sense?
No brainers?
Like common sense? Like read a little history, read a little literature, like get to know people of different ages?
I would think that just common sense. Now I'm less likely to jump to a conclusion as I was in my 20s. I'm much more open to someone's argument, I guess, or disagreement than I was in my 20s. But ADHD has kicked in like there's no tomorrow as I'm getting older. Yeah. And it's not just me. I talk to other people too.
Okay. I was about to say, do they pickle too?
No, most of them are teetotalers.
Okay.
So that's, yeah.
But this has obvious implications for the worlds of business and politics. Every individual is different, and average patterns do not apply to everybody, obviously.
Right.
But Britain's most visible politicians are leaving the zone of peak performance. Keir Starmer is 63, Nigel Farage is 61. Across the Atlantic, President Trump, 79, falls far outside it. His stamina for rallies may remain formidable, his ability to provoke unsurpassed. But the research suggests that the optimal mix of cognitive sharpness and personality steadiness tends to be found in younger leaders. Well, for instance, look at how J.D. Vance carries himself.
Very confidently. I do like that. The one thing with Trump, though, that cracks me up is his ability to speak. Take his teleprompter away. I don't care. It just makes the speech a half hour longer. I mean, he's just not going to. I guess people are looking for the Joe Biden of, where's the monitor?
No.
And it's just not him with Trump.
No, Trump he's definitely doing old man stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
he's meandering.
We see that all the time.
He's repeating stories. He's doing the whisper.
Yep.
But he's still Trump.
At 3 a.m, he's still firing off tweets.
Right. And he's crazy. He's the one who wakes up first, calls his son.
Yeah.
Hello, babe. Hello. Good morning, honey. Good morning, honey. Are you awake? But here's some late bloomers. People that peak minds in their 50s.
Okay.
Queen Elizabeth I. Monarch was 54 during the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588. Some might say the golden age of Britain. Charles Darwin. He published On the Origins of Species, age 50. Immanuel Kant released Critique of Pure Reason, age 57, which is...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not questioning Kant's intelligence, but I think he is he's kind of a bad guy in the history of philosophy.
I see.
Beethoven composed his celebrated Ninth Symphony in his mid-50s.
I always thought Beethoven did this when he was like 3 and blind and all that.
No, he was deaf, though. Going deaf. That's what's so crazy about that
Lord.
guy. Like how he could hear the music. And actually, here's the thing. Because he was deaf, he wasn't actually hearing the piano.
He had to feel the vibration.
So what you find is, and they did this after research, you take all of Beethoven's symphonies and half step down. So like in music, it goes like you're on an A, like you're on an A note, an A chord in the key of A. You go to A flat or G sharp. That's actually what Beethoven was hearing.
Really?
And people recreated it with computer software. Like, what would the Ninth Symphony look like actually hear like in his mind?
Yeah.
As he's performing it to the world, he can't hear what the orchestra is doing. It's all in his head. And so what was he hearing in his head? And it's even better. It's even more incredible. Like, how did he do that?
That's me. It had to be the vibration, but I never considered just how he heard it. You know, like the whole inner monologues.
Oh, and Hannah Arendt published On Revolution at age 57. Hannah Arendt, famous moral philosopher, really was asking questions about the nature of evil, especially after the Nazis. So, I mean, how does that make you feel that you're right in the sweet spot? You're at peak age.
As somebody who didn't think I'd make it past 21, I think it's all gravy.
Nice. It's very
have our moments, but for the
either
most part, I
stoic
remind
or
myself.
fatalistic.
No,
or,
just
I don't know what that is.
Just as I'm getting older, though, I'm learning to not beat yourself up about the day before. Somebody told me a while back, God lets you wake up. You can start a new day. You can start a new fresh right then, right there.
Now, speaking of somebody, Diddy's in his mid-50s, right?
I think so. He's got to be.
He looks it. You think he's going to prison?
Yeah.
Because all he was got on was prostitution, right?
I thought there were some RICO charges in there.
No, I think the only thing that got him on was the prostitution. So it may not be as...
The fact that he was begging the judge yesterday kind of made me...
Oh, sure. And they're worried that the judge, even on stuff he wasn't convicted, is going to be thinking about that and throw the book at him just for the one charge. But, and yeah, like, I'd imagine there are different levels to prostitution as well. For instance, you know, you go and any port in the storm, you go down on Mobile Highway and, you know, or you go on Tinder, be like, that's probably a dude, but I'm lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing. You get caught. Honestly, I feel like it's punishment enough.
Right.
Like just getting caught.
Right.
But if you are literally trafficking young women across state lines, you're like, it becomes like you're more running the thing. Yeah, I'm sure those are some pretty serious charges.
Does it even surprise you that he was charged with that?
No.
I know. That's what's so sad. I can see it. I can see it. Maybe whether he's innocent or guilty or not, just in my mind.
My main
statute and
takeaway
all,
of the
I see
Diddy thing is not like I have a very clear picture. I'm God and I'm going to write his book in the name in the book of life. Or no, not at all.
Yeah.
It's more my takeaway is he pissed off the wrong person.
That's what I think he did too.
He did something to the wrong person.
Not people, person.
You found out.
I thought. Yeah.
Right. That's my sense. Because he's been doing it for years. So I think
Why
it's
does it bother you now?
Yeah. He pissed off the wrong person. And that hearing's ongoing, apparently, folks. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
It's Simpler Days.
Hey, Simpler Days.
Hey, Simpler Days.
Well, you know, when you're talking about age, I think, and look at the Supreme Court. Would it be better if there were 30 and 40-year-old individuals on there?
Not on the Supreme Court. I think there is a big question about somebody's in their late 70s, 80s. You probably need to start retiring from something like that. But 50s, 60s probably seems like the premier time as a justice.
I wouldn't mind having a few younger people on there. But when I say younger, 50 or 60s.
Well, and think of the folks just put on, like Kavanaugh's, I think in his 50s, Amy Coney Barrett's in her 50s,
I'm okay with.
Ketanji Brown Jackson's young.
What's the average age of our Supreme Court now? Probably 75, 80, I bet.
I could look it up.
I just, not to be ugly or ageist or something, but I do think there's a time where you got to step away. And I think people don't because it's the whole, I got the power and you don't.
Well, just when they start drooling and, you know, their speech is starting to be impaired, it's just time.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, perfect example. She should have retired 10 years before she retired.
And the progressive left agrees.
Yeah. So that's why I think where people get in there and they get power hungry and that power becomes part of their personality. And if I don't have this, I'm not me. I just won't let it go.
Yeah.
See, Trump's found that secret power, and sometimes, you know, whenever you get it in life, but a lot of times it comes later in life. And
yeah.
That secret power is, I don't give a damn.
Yep.
I don't give a damn what people think. You know, I don't care whether my clothes come from Goodwill. I just don't give a damn what people think. And Trump has that secret power.
But it's a little bit easier when you got that kind of money.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do appreciate people that are on the skinnier side of the wallet that just don't give a damn.
Also, the more history I read, especially like the great figures, especially before modern medicine, there is something to this mind over matter. And like, if you just don't stop, you can power through something.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That becomes who you are. Is like, despite all the ailments, you just are able to power through.
It's funny you say that because those old guys I used to work with at Alps and Wire, they would be in their 70s, mid 70s, still pulling 12-hour shifts. And I got to know them a little bit. Why don't you retire? They said, Eddie, if you don't quit moving, you'll die. And I thought that was the craziest thing. But then they started giving example after example of friends of theirs that don't work there anymore. And then I noticed that pattern. They would retire sometimes within a month. They were gone.
A body in motion stays in motion. All you've got to do is go to any box store parking lot, any grocery store, and back when I worked the streets, there would be 4 or 5 handicap places to most. Now there's 10 or 15.
Yeah.
And when you turn 50, oh my gosh, you're supposed to go get a handicap, and you can't walk 20 paces.
I can get a handy sticker. Don't threaten me with a good time, simpler days.
Yeah, just put on a little weight. Put on a little more weight, and just waddle in there, and they'll slap you with one.
Well, my thing is how many people that have them, and I see them across. Able-bodied people borrow their grandmother's handicap sticker just so they can have a good parking spot.
By the way, I'm glad y'all keep adding the extra syllables because I keep thinking you two men of a certain age are being like, yeah, when you turn 50, go get a handy. But I'm working on like getting a handy myself, actually.
Are you?
Seriously. No, because Grandpa's giving up the car. So we got to go get one put in my car when I have him.
The way I saw it in Florida, and I thought it was genius. In Florida, the handicap sticker's got the handicap emblem on it, but also has the picture of the person and their tag number. So there's no way that I can look at Joey's nice car out there and you be parked in a handicap spot and say, no, here it is. Take a picture, turn him in.
Yeah, kind of like they do at Costco. You know, the photograph's got to match it's got to match.
Exactly. Because there's just too much of it.
Shifting gears real quick. Jackson's Hospital is going to be in 30 days.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have been to the ER lately. I went recently with a grandchild, and we sat there forever. And then once she got into a waiting room and they gave her oxygen, then we sat there for another 2 to 3 hours before they could admit her. If Jackson's Hospital closes, it's going to have a catastrophic effect on the other hospitals.
Yep.
And they're already bringing in anesthesiologists and doctors from other cities to try to cover load right now. But the city of Montgomery, the county, they need to step up to the plate, and instead of building homeless shelters, they need to have a charity hospital. And some of the money that went into that Redwater Park down there, they should have put into helping prop up or provide a charitable hospital in Montgomery.
Not the worst idea in the world.
When it hits, it's going to be too late, and everybody's going to be saying, "What? We should have done something." But it's the way government goes in Montgomery, and so we shall see.
This is true.
I appreciate the call.
Thanks, Simple Days.
Yeah, and I looked it up. I think Clarence Thomas is 77, Alito's 75.
Okay.
And in fact, actually, this is how crazy. Grok broke it down into decimal points based on how many years, how many days and months. So Thomas is 77.27. Sometimes it's like, you're doing too much. Just give me the damn rough average. But Thomas is 77, Alito's 75, Roberts is 70, halfway through 70. Sotomayor is about a quarter into 71. Kagan, Elena Kagan is 65 and a half. Gorsuch is 58 and 1/10. Kavanaugh is 60. Barrett, Amy Coney Barrett is 53, almost 54, and Ketanji Brown Jackson is 55.
I thought Coney Barrett was older than that. She looks a little older.
So it's about 68.
Mid-60s.
Actually, it's 68.62 years, so you got to round up. The average age of the Supreme Court of the United States of America is 69.
I think I would rather see that be 60, maybe 62 number rather than. Because
I think if Thomas, I do think Thomas is going to retire soon.
Yeah, but sometimes I think the things they're ruling on, not to be funny, they're so out of the time, so out of the loop. It's out of their skill set, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But then also you look at some of the stuff does take time, and often if you have a big change in how the court is looking at a law, it means many of the same justices through multiple cases across decades have been writing dissents, predicting, like writing concurrences, so there is something to be said about the experience of I've seen all these cases. I thought it might go this way. It gives them more weight in an actual argument with the other justices, which is fascinating. I mean, it always breaks down somewhat partisan, but there is something to somebody who's like, I've seen this, I've been predicting it for 20, 30 years. This is what we should do.
I know in my business, they're quick to tell you how many years they've been in the business. So maybe those judges pull that too.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
70. The cutoff should be 70.
70.
Any branch of government.
It's not a bad
70,
rule.
And you could forced retirement.
I just
like when you get elected. So like you can get elected when you're 70 and serve past, but you can't run for president if you're over 70.
Right.
Okay.
I don't care if it's Supreme Court, Congress, whatever. Any branch of government, nobody over the age of 70 should be serving.
I'm kind of with
especially
you
if they've
on that.
been in there for 30 years
Yes.
already.
How about governor?
So that's the
Governor
way.
too, Joey.
Wait, the governor's office should be that?
Oh, what do you think? I say yes.
Any branch of government.
There you go.
Period.
Okay.
Yep.
And concerning Jackson Hospital, when I started hearing that they were in financial difficulties, something was seriously wrong, because my wife retired from Baptist South, and after 35 years in medical field, and she would tell me constantly that they would get patients in at South to the ER that had been diverted from Jackson Hospital.
Darn.
And you want to know why? Because they didn't have insurance.
Oh, dang.
So there's no way that they couldn't have been profitable, being that they were diverting a ton of folks to Baptist South because they didn't have insurance.
And this is what, just 8 months after being rescued from
baby.
bankruptcy?
Which we all saw that coming.
Well, and they've been doing that for decades. I mean, for probably 20 plus years, diverting non-insurance emergency room patients. So and so you have Baptist South absorbing all of that nonsense. So you can't tell me that that wasn't pure mismanagement, financial mismanagement for them to fall into this kind of a
Well,
situation.
there's no doubt. Open the books up, and I think we'd all see what we don't want to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Open the books.
Unfortunately, but that's the way it is.
Yep.
So, have a good one, guys.
Thanks, man.
It's amazing too what that. Oh well, actually, we didn't need the city's help. We wanted it, but somebody stepped in, and 8 months later, you're now asking the city for $20 million.
20 mil. Well, they probably.
What
saw
happens in the next 6 months?
They probably saw that Ferris wheel and said, "Man, the city's got money. Shoot, look at that! It's showing out."
Honestly, that's where they need to put that Ferris wheel. Just as jank as that place. Heck, on, man. Anyway, like who made this? Why does downtown Montgomery look like a Minecraft field? Like what is this? Doesn't even look real. Let's go to line one. You're on there. Who's this?
Hey, fellas, it's Jason.
Hey, Jason.
Piggybacking on what the previous two callers said, and on the topic of this Ferris wheel, you know the city council approved $80,000 of taxpayer money per ride for those two rides to be done there. That is what, $160,000 that could have gone towards saving Jackson Hospital?
I suppose.
Where's the money going?
It's going to all sorts of outside contractors, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And we know the reason why he put this Ferris wheel down here is also undermining the Kiwanis Club with what they're doing with the fair this weekend.
What I thought for the first time I heard it. Why do
and
that?
at the same time, it's all this is with the Ferris wheel is it's a big game of whose is bigger with a measuring tape between Reed and Mayor Woodfin out of Birmingham that's been going on for years. We know this. Every time Birmingham wants to do something big, Reed has got to pull out the measuring tape and say, "Mine's bigger than yours. I'm going to spend more taxpayer money than you to do, for something that nobody wants in this town, from the water park to these Ferris wheels." I mean, my God, look, about 20 years ago, Bass Pro Shop offered to buy the land across from where the Harriet 2 sits.
Yep.
And the city said, "No, we don't want you to build there. It's a flood zone." And Bass Pro Shop said, "Well, duh, it's a perfect place. We sell boats. Why don't you want us to build what would have been the third largest retailer shop in the country on the Alabama River?"
Yeah. You're asking a lot of good questions. I don't personally have answers to, but you're asking a lot of good questions, and it's just it's like more of the same, Yeah. And at the end of the day, where are the votes?
Exactly.
You would actually have to. You got to win elections, and the majority has spoken in the last few years, and they get what they vote for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And smile about it.
Well, have a great day, fellas.
Appreciate it, Jason.
Thanks,
Good
man.
hearing from you, man. 272-9228. Again, that's 334-272-9228. Let's just go ahead and hit a break.
Okay.
Because honestly, the city's not that bad. Like, I'm kind of tempted to. It's one thing when people who live here have criticisms, and I think they're fair and often warranted. Sometimes not. It's like you're just ornery. You're past that sweet spot of it, intelligent. And you're only 30. But I am getting a little chapped about like all these out of towners.
Oh Lord.
Like rooting for Montgomery to fail.
I don't know if they're rooting, they're just
no, it sounds like rooting.
It's more like
seems like rooting to me.
No, I told you so. I told you so. Most of those people had to leave. Right? They left.
You left.
Not much, not everybody wants to move.
Yeah, but I
so
got a feeling though,
against
if I leave, I'm not gonna say a word about Montgomery.
Well, do you own property?
It's in the rear view mirror.
Does it affect your your
no,
life?
if I own property here, you hadn't actually left.
Yeah. Somebody else lives in that property.
No, but you still got it.
I'm not Letitia James. I don't cheat on mortgages. I don't do that. My primary residence is my primary residence. Investment property is investment.
Right, but you still have stake.
Of course I do.
Yeah, it's not fully in the rear view mirror.
No, plus
I'm not saying that you're the out of towner because you work here. You have stake here.
But then that's saying that I have no.
I mean, like the person that reads an article and they live in Birmingham and they're like, Montgomery sucks.
Yeah.
Like, what do you care? Go away.
Then for all that, with that being the thinking, then I wouldn't care if New York City ends up putting a communist mayor.
I really don't care at the end of the day.
Yeah, I do.
I think it's an interesting news story, but I don't like personally, like I don't live in New York City.
Right, but it does affect our country as a whole. And I hate it because I think it's people that got their hopes up and we're here going to watch them fail. And yeah.
Well, no, I had the same feeling that when I saw the crap going on in Portland, I'm like, let them have it. Man, like, go away. Like, I don't care what's going on in Portland, Oregon.
I'm
New York City it punches because it's the cultural significance of it and the financial and all sorts of stuff.
Sure.
But most of the time, it's like, if I don't live in that city, who am I to like?
You are the citizen of the United States.
Well, you can say whatever you want, but sometimes it seems like an odd, like you're rooting for people to fail. I don't like that. It's ugly.
You're waiting for them to learn their lesson. Maybe not rooting to fail, but hurry up and learn their lesson to succeed.
Maybe. I'm just saying sometimes the motivation doesn't come across as like
you
good
say
faith.
You don't never want to see the Crimson Tide lose.
Not really.
Oh, please.
No, not really. I don't take joy in Bammers get ruined. No, I don't take joy in
that.
You
don't live in Tampa Bay, but you want to see them in the Super Bowl, do you not?
Yeah, but that's a national league.
Oh, wait, we're changing it.
It's literally called the National Football League. It's not changing it. It's called nuance. Maybe if you hadn't pickled your brain, you really would be in the sweet spot.
So it's okay for you to talk about Tampa as if you care.
No. If people who aren't from Montgomery want to talk about Montgomery like it's a great thing, cool.
Oh, it's just the negativity.
Yes, the negativity. And that's where I'm kind of like, where's that coming from?
Kind of like a chick over there.
Well, yes, my hair is gorgeous today. It feels very luxurious.
Lots of compliments on the hair lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By compliments, be like
they think I should do that whole acidic G thing with you.
Oh my God!
What? I think it'd be great. You bring in some curlers.
No.
What if we brought the honeybees in and they did it for you?
No.
Shoot, I'd let them do mine.
I ain't touching their hair. They ain't touching mine.
They can touch mine.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Don't get me started. I'll get in trouble. I'm probably already in trouble.
Yeah, if somebody has to touch my hair, I'll be like, okay. I'm kind of seeing Ibram X-Kin.
That was a strange thing when we went to Korea, and I had forgotten all about it. But of course, I was traveling with a lot of black people in our group, and Koreans wanted to touch their hair. And I didn't think it was that odd until my buddy, we talked about it. He's like, what if I touched your hair? It's like, well, it doesn't bother me. He said, but what if you're in another place, a culture that you know nothing about, and they just like, I don't know. Right. That's kind of how I'd be like, touch me. I don't care.
Yeah, for folks just listening, I have my arms wide open. Like, yes, go ahead. Touch whatever you want.
I don't know. I'm not that bothered by it, but they were.
I'm trying to gain experience so that
Exactly.
sweet Goldilocks point of intelligence is brought upon me. Go ahead and touch whatever.
it.
you want.
I mean,
touch it. Yeah,
touch
go ahead. Touch it. We'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Just touch it, man. Just touch it.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. What is a smart way to buy a house in today's market? Now is a good time to buy since we now have a more balanced market than we've had in years. Here are the steps. First step, get pre-qualified with an experienced local lender. It costs you nothing to find out firsthand whether you can qualify for a home and how much that home loan will cost. Second step, hire a local realtor with lots of experience that can guide you, advise you, and be your advocate. We call those buyer agents. Third step, decide what your wants and needs have to be. Bedrooms, baths, floor plan, location, and school zones. Fourth, ask your realtor to line up homes that fit your price category and your location needs. Fifth, start actually looking inside these homes and see what is available and the cost of each property. For all of this information and step-by-step approach, call Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group at 221-2883 or 551-0225.
Fox Tuesday is the place for uncovering mysteries and memories.
I had a car accident. I lost 8 years of my life.
First, it's an all-new murder in a small town.
Your success rate in solving major crimes is superb.
Surprises the heck out of me too sometimes. Then it's a new episode of the smash hit Doc.
You're having memories? They're just weird flashes. I need my life back. I will do whatever it takes.
Tuesday on Fox 20. I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values. This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For tough, good-looking roofs, it's Tamco Shingles from Alabama Wholesale Lumber. For great folks and great prices, call Alabama Wholesale Lumber.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Fairly comfortable forecast for today and great weather for the start of the fair this evening. Today, a good bit of sunshine, nice breeze again, high temperature up to about 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low temperature in the lower 60s. We'll say partial sunshine, a sun and cloud mix for Saturday with a high in the middle 80s. Some widely scattered showers are possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs in the lower 80s, then a little warmer again by midweek. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Louis Clark.
Welcome back. Let's go to the phones and talk to Babs. Hey, Babs, how are you doing?
Well, I'm a little ticked off with you, Joey.
Oh.
It's very seldom that I disagree with you and Eddie.
Yeah.
But as an 83-year-old, when you get to be 70 and 80, you'll probably be offended with what those kids making fun of that lady. Of course, I'm from the age, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all, although I say a lot of bad things about our government and all.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, I think that was just terribly rude.
Oh, I agree. It was rude. But
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but also, suck it up, Buttercup.
No, that was terrible. It was just mean.
But I would say that's something that more than likely did not happen in the South. Because in the South, we have much more stronger manners for older people than just anywhere
and
else.
that's that generation too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I also disagree with a lot of Judge Napolitano here lately too.
Oh, yeah.
But the other thing that I wanted to say, I do not live in Montgomery. I chose to live in Prattville years ago. But Montgomery, I'm concerned about Montgomery. I don't want it to fail. It is the capital of the state of Alabama. And I don't want it to look like it's looking. I don't want all that crime. And that is just sad and pitiful.
I agree.
I believe it.
And I'm also very concerned about Jackson's Hospital, like that man that called in earlier. If they go under, we won't, people, we're living too long. Us old people are living too long. And I'm basically healthy as a horse, just overweight. And it's scary. And let's see, what was the other thing I was going to say? I can't remember now. See, I'm old. I said I must be the oldest person listening to this show because nobody called in about,
Oh, no.
being nice to
All
old
my
people.
grandfather's friends will call him. Did you hear what Joey's on there?
See what that boy said?
Well, I came home and ate lunch and got over my little bit of mad spell after that comment. But anyway,
you might have just been hangry.
I love you guys.
Well, we
but,
love you too.
Those young people are going to get old one day too, and then they're not going to think things like that are so funny, are they?
If they get lucky,
And yet
they'll
I
get
hope
old.
it happens to them.
Yep.
I do too. But I sure don't want Montgomery to fail. Like I said, it's the
Me
capital of
neither.
Alabama, and I somebody has got to do something about it. Oh, I know the other thing I was going to ask you. What is this $60,000 that Mayor Reed has been given? I guess by the city council for some kind of.
I'm sure he
media
has
stuff?
a general travel budget and expense budget for promotions of the mayor's office itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been $60,000 to pay an outside group to book him on TV, radio, podcast.
Oh, wonderful.
And the last time we saw him do a big tour, it was all him just being a Kamala Harris advocate and stumping for Kamala.
Yeah.
He says he came out yesterday on Twitter saying they're lying about me and I do this to promote the city. So,
Yeah.
Whatever.
You need to stay home and spend that money and try to get some policemen.
There you go.
All right, guys. I love you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you,
And,
Babs.
I'll talk to you later.
See you later, hon.
272-9228. This part of the program, in fact, the entire hour, brought to you by Alabama Home Mortgage. And they're at Alabama Home Mortgage. Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon are ready to help you whether you're looking to buy a place or refinance your current home. Now is the time to at least start working with Alabama Home Mortgage. Get the conversation going. Doesn't mean you have to pull the trigger on anything.
No, interest rates are starting to go down. They're trending down. So you need to go ahead and think about, if you're thinking about that move, go ahead and make that phone call, get the numbers that you need to hear from her. Because if you don't have a pre-approval letter, I hate saying it, but a lot of realtors without a pre-approval letter don't even want to talk to you because they know at this point you're really not qualified to buy a house.
Right, and if you're looking to refinance, it's a great way to at least start thinking it through.
Oh, yeah.
And again, start the conversation. You're not committing to anything. Just seek the information, get to know Kim and Madeline. They're great, easy to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So check them out today. Start that conversation at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or you can visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. There is a difference in mortgage companies. Let Kim and Madeline prove that to you today. And MLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
This is David Ernest from the Health and Wealth Show, and if you can hear this, we want to come see you.
You heard right!
David Ernest and the crew from the Health and Wealth Show want to come to your town just to say hello. All you have to do is let them know who you are and where you are. It's as simple as that.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, yes, it is.
What do we have to do?
Write your name on the back of a $20 bill. Then, sorry, that's the wrong offer. If you would like David Ernest and the crew from the Health and Wealth Show to come visit you, call toll-free 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE. Tell us your name. Tell us where you are. Tell us your phone number. And maybe we'll come see you. If that method is not to your liking, get on Facebook. Go to Ernest Financial, Montgomery, Alabama. Click on the page. Then click on the pinned post at the top, and there's all the information you need. David Ernest wants to come see you. Brought to you by Ernest Financial, LLC, serving the community for over 40 years.
The Tears family has been your local Roto-Rooter service since 1964. Drain cleaning, plumbing repair, and those troublesome septic tanks, no problem. Technology has changed a bit in the last 54 years. Video inspections of lines to locate problems is available, as well as scheduling your appointment online. River Region residents have trusted Roto-Rooter for over half a century. You can too. Call today at 272-7130 or visit online at rotorooteralabama.com.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
At Guardian Credit Union, if it's important to you, it's important to us. We don't do banking differently. We do relationships differently. Want to secure a HELOC for home projects? So do we. Want to build your credit? So do we. Want to plan your next vacation? So do we. We're here to help with whatever's next, because whatever you want in life, so do we. Stop by any of our branches and let's plan your next step together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS 912757.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
The River Region's News Talk station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Here's Joey Clark. Eddie Bader here in the studio.
How you doing, Broham?
Good.
You got big plans for the weekend?
Not really.
You gonna watch that big TV? You
Yeah.
gonna watch Auburn? I think we got to buy this weekend.
Yeah, I thank God.
He's right.
A little bit of a reprieve. But yeah, I got that big TV at Cohen's Electronics and Appliances.
Oh, no. Is that Michael on the phone?
Yeah,
Michael's
Cohen
probably going
joins
to give us a hard time about Auburn losing all the time.
No, I did see a cool shirt, though.
Oh, yeah?
It showed like a normal heartbeat, and then it showed an Auburn heartbeat, and then it's an Auburn when they're playing a football game. It was, oh, God. Looked like a 4-year-old down there.
Yeah. Got to have it feel sometimes, Michael.
That's fair.
But, we may be that way this, we had a great week last week.
You did. You guys looked good last week. Really good.
We may get beat by Vanderbilt this week.
That's what the talk is now. Vandy has improved, and Alabama, didn't they kind of take you guys last year, too?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
lost.
Two in a row,
Yeah,
Joey.
yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't make me happy.
And then Auburn's all upset because he wanted to play for Auburn,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't take the quarterback. But
No, because we already had one that sucked. So why do we need a good one?
well, exactly.
All right, enough. I'm saying enough of this. How's it going there today at Cohen's?
And it's going great.
Good score?
Yeah. Like 28-3.
Oh, wow.
It's yeah. I can't brag enough about Michael Jacks, but he gets out there and he has problems hooking up something, so he hardwires it. And then, then when he comes back and we sell him some more stuff, we really need the wireless part to work. And some wireless works and some doesn't. Then you end up calling the manufacturer and they actually have an issue that they're writing a patch to get Sonos fixed. And I'm like, well, if they know they got a problem, why do they not just send that out as an update?
Yes.
Why do they make it so complicated where we have to go out there, burn 2 hours, call them, and then hope they call us back while we're still there,
right?
And hope that they can do it wirelessly over the internet. But it's just anyway. But it's cool that we have somebody that has enough wherewithal to figure all that out and know where the problem is coming from. And he called one of the manufacturers and she said, well, let's do this. He said, if I do that, I'm going to have to reset it. And she says, okay. And so then they talk a minute and then she says, well, let's do that. He says, I'm not doing it again because I'm going to have to reset it. That's another 10 minutes we're wasting.
Yeah.
Wow. And
finally he understands and can get him to the right person so that we can actually get help. But anyway, it's a lot of these people that get to cash and carry, you could run into a whirlwind.
Oh, no doubt.
Of course, what happens is you end up wanting to return it because it's broke, but it's not broke. It's something in the Wi-Fi that's prohibiting that piece from talking.
Yep.
And the next piece is going to have the same issue. So it takes somebody like a Michael Jacks to actually dig down and figure it out so that we can get it remedied.
Well, and folks, this is just another example of many where they have great products there at Cohen's, great TVs. I'm a very happy customer of my TV. Look forward to not watching Auburn on it this weekend. Great side of the store with the appliances. Maybe you're looking for grilling options, but the difference there is really the service. They go the extra mile there at Cohen's, and you can always learn more about them. Go to thinkcohens.com, shop online, but I really encourage you to stop by, see them in person. That's 2515 Eastern Boulevard here in Montgomery, open 9 to 6, Monday to Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturdays. And find Michael and say, like War Eagle or something.
Yeah, it'd be all right. You might laugh at you, but whatever.
If you're buying, we'll say it back.
That's right. Always be closing, baby.
And it's great to have you with us today.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad that you're not just shirking off at the lake.
No, I'm here with Joey. Just him and
he said shirking off.
Yeah, it was SA. Not where Joey's mind was, but it was SA.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great weekend, brother.
Y'all have a great day.
See you, man.
Anyway, you ready to shark off all responsibilities for one more hour?
I'm down with that.
All right, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Another opportunity to vote today for Senate Republicans who are hoping that Democrats will change course and stop keeping the government shut down. And Majority Leader John Thune told the Salem Radio Network that the only reason that the Democrats have led to the shutdown is because they are in debt to their party's far left wing. And they're also demanding $1.5 trillion worth of health care extensions that were set to expire this year anyway. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum says the federal government shutdown creates chaos and ultimately will not help the public. The White House is asking 9 major universities to support the president's priorities in exchange for better access to federal money. President Trump says Hamas must agree to a proposed peace deal by Sunday evening. He's threatening an even greater military onslaught nearly 2 years into the war sparked by the October 7th terrorist attack. This is SRN News.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-458-9469. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469. 800-458-9469.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Fairly comfortable forecast for today and great weather for the start of the fair this evening. Today, a good bit of sunshine, nice breeze again, high temperature up to about 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low temperature in the lower 60s. We'll say partial sunshine, a sun and cloud mix for Saturday with a high in the middle 80s. Some widely scattered showers are possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs in the lower 80s, then a little warmer again by midweek. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Ready to borrow smarter this season? Apply online in minutes at yourasecu.com. Call 334-270-9011 or visit your local branch today.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your cause, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
1819 News.
The mayor of Montgomery, Stephen Reed, is now responding on social media to an 1819 News report about his booking contract for television, radio, and podcast appearances. That contract is worth $60,000 in taxpayer money and is between the city of Montgomery and guestbooker.com. Reed now says that 1819 News is lying about that contract, that it was initiated by the city for the mayor to promote the good things about the city because those on the opposite side are working hard to highlight the bad. Reed maintains that it's not about him. The booking contract was first started in 2024. During that time, Reed made appearances on television promoting Kamala Harris in her presidential bid, or he criticized Trump. The city of Montgomery was mentioned a few times. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
Samford University in Birmingham is back in the news as a student there reveals the extent to which leftist ideology continues to work its way into the faculty there. A poster was recently spotted on a office door that claims this part of Samford is affirming. It also had a rainbow flag sticker that is associated with LGBTQ ideology. The student told 1819 News reporter April Marie Fogel that this poster is confusing since Samford University is supposed to be presenting a Christian worldview and biblical truth. The professor who posted the flyer has not responded to inquiries from 1819 News. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Big news! Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital has a new name. But don't worry, everything you love is still the same. Now they're Pike Road Animal Hospital, still at 5148 Troy Highway, still the same great team you've trusted for years. Same friendly faces, same expert care, just a new name, and still offering boarding, grooming, and doggy daycare. Pike Road Animal Hospital, formerly Phillips Dunn Animal Hospital. New name, same heart. Compassion you know, care that you trust.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Woodward, account executive with Blue Water Broadcasting. Why should you advertise with us? Did you know that more Americans listen to radio than use Facebook each week? Did you know that 77% of listeners would try a brand or product endorsed by their favorite radio personality? Contact me, Cheryl Woodward, by going to bluewaterbroadcasting.com to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Attention business owners. Did you know that about 90% of employees and customers are unhappy when they walk into a dirty building? Let Janny King, the king of clean, keep your business pristine. Janny King's local franchise owners can handle your cleaning needs with reliable, hands-on cleaning solutions that deliver more than just a clean space. Janny King comes with regional support, which ensures consistency and quality, allowing you to focus on all the other needs of your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
I know it's his favorite.
My favorite Celine Dion sound. I saw a picture of her today. She is not looking well.
You saw Celine Dion the other day?
Yeah, I saw a
picture of her?
picture of her. She's not looking well. But this song, I think if you sent her this song, it would make her day. This would probably, she would, I bet the lyrics, she could just open her mouth and lyrics would come out. Magic. Like it's written for her. This is
The test is could the song work at one scene where DiCaprio and Winslet get down and dirty in the back of that car on the ship.
Oh, I was thinking it'd be the one scene where he finally pushes himself off the board, lets himself drown. Oh,
okay.
My bad.
Either could work.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Let's go to the phones and talk to, let's go in order here. Urbanite's been the most patient. Hey, Urbanite, how you doing? Urbanite, are you there? All right. He waited so long, but let's go to Pat. Hey, Pat.
Good afternoon, guys. I got two things. Referencing the age.
Yeah.
I recently passed the 71-year mark, and I had a lot of, I'm retired Air Force. I had a lot of friends that flew in the airlines, and they had to retire at age 65. And I personally think, if they could still pass a Class 1 flight physical, what's magic about 65? Or one of your callers said, 70. What's magic about those ages? If a person can still pass the physical, it needs to be, I think, a case-by-case basis versus something blanket like that. And the guy that called in that said that Jackson and their mismanagement, I agree with him. I believe that there's been a lot of mismanagement at Jackson. But Jackson ER cannot legally turn people away and send them to Baptist South. That is a violation of federal law. If you show up my wife works at Jackson, and if you show up at Jackson emergency room with no insurance, they still have to treat you. They cannot turn you away because you don't have insurance. Yeah, it is. So anyway, just some bad information being put out there, I think. So.
I appreciate correcting that. And I see your point about if it's a sort of metric that you can rise above and you prove yourself despite the number of your age. Yeah,
sure.
I think you got a point.
I can see that.
Yeah, best day.
Hey, thank you, Pat.
Yeah, I mean, look, like they mentioned even that article we read, which is not exactly a Trump-friendly publication, saying he has an unusual energy for an almost 80-year-old guy. So there can be exceptions. Let's go to J. Tom. Hey, J. Tom.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Good evening. I just want to comment. I'm 77 and still going. But if you sit down and not do anything,
yeah,
he won't do anything. He'll be gone. But I've been hitting it ever since I sat down. I got it. I learned that. Anyway, I want to say a shout out to Eddie. I grew up in Olive Gardens. The only thing is, I was 20 years ahead of him.
Yeah. I tried to keep it as good as I could.
Yeah, I understand. I went to Olive Gardens. The first built on through Copper Ice, Lee, Forest State, and I was in the U.S. Navy.
Yep.
And then I had a business here selling tubes. I used to sell tubes with Michael when they first got into car radios, and bought all my stuff from Michael Cohen. My wife did the kitchen stuff, refrigerator, and all. So I just want to comment on that. I got a good deal going, and you can get service and a deal there.
Yeah, exactly.
man.
That's the best thing they got, man.
Yeah, I tell you. But anyway, I just want to comment. I enjoyed y'all's conversation, and I wanted to get in on it.
Thank you, Jay.
Appreciate you calling. Thank you, sir.
Have a good one.
Let's go to line 2. You're on there. Who's this?
It's Papa B.
Hey, Papa B.
Hey, I imagine that your grandfather and some of his friends are kind of perplexed sometimes about what is said and what goes on.
I would say yes, because I am.
No, but actually, they're some of my biggest fans.
No
It's
cap.
one of my favorite things I've learned over the last few years. It's like the silent majority, the silent generation before the boomers. They love this crap that I say.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just imagining that time when I just started guffawing, laughing when Joey mentioned women's softball. It's like, why was Papa B laughing when Joey said something about women's softball? I just don't get that. What did he mean by that? Why was it so funny? So, just things like
Yeah. I don't know if that's an age thing.
Not gonna get it, so. But anyway, so, we're having a little bit of fun here. Watching the Democrats twist in the wind, trying to decide what to do. And literally, there is a Gary Larson cartoon. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. That has this guy. He's at the gates of hell, and the devil is there with the pitchfork. And one door says, "Damned if you do," and the other door says, "Damned if you don't." And the devil is telling the guy, Come on. It's either one or the other. And that's kind of the way I picture the Democrats right now. It's like, which door are you going to pick, Chucky? It's not really going to be good either way.
Either way, that's right.
Yeah, if you're a rabbit in the wolf's jaws, do you struggle or do you just let it out?
Just let it out. Yeah. Let it go.
Well, it's just bad, man. I'm not feeling sorry for him. Don't get me wrong. But I am enjoying the comedy, and wondering just what I guess what I think he's probably going to do is he's just going to hold out as long as he possibly can, and then he's going to go and talk to a few more of his colleagues, maybe, and say, "Look, I can't go this route, but y'all can go ahead and end it for us. Get this thing over with." And that's probably the way it's going to work out, actually. Now, in some ways, they might just say, well, we don't care one way or the other what you think. We're not going down this road. It's too painful. Because Trump, oh my goodness, does he have, them literally by the short hairs here or what?
Right now he does.
I think he does.
Look, he's going to start shutting things down that they really have all worked for so long. Obamacare, not the least of which is Obamacare, and he can legally do it after what is it, 61 days? I don't know.
Yeah, well, Russ Vogt and the OMB and the whole Doge idea just got let off the leash, especially after 60 days.
Oh yeah, all of the Doge things that he was holding back, trying to be nice, trying to kind of get along. No, that's all on now. And so it's going to get really painful for the Democrats if they don't go ahead and come to terms, even more so than it already is. I'm just wondering what he's going to shut down first. And I wonder, having watched Trump, he probably is going to take a more, incremental approach. And he's going to say, okay, well, we'll do this and see how they react. And then they say, well, if you don't like this, then okay, well, let's try this. And, just constantly crank pressure up. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think you got it. Think you're spot on?
Well, even more joy. I mean, this is what I voted for, Joey.
Well, we'll wait and see if it play out. By the way,
Yes, that keeps on giving Christmas in October. I love it.
Trump is Santa Claus.
Yes.
Trump is Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is here.
Now you might like this too, since you're in this festive mood. Top story at 1819 News just came out at 2. FBI's Kash Patel announces agency cut, quote, all ties with the SPLC, calling far-left Montgomery-based group a partisan smear machine. Thank you, Kash Patel.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah. How about
Joe.
that? Wow.
This is something. I'm gonna cry. You're giving me the vapors. Oh man, this is just too good to be true. Oh man, the only thing that needs to happen next is they need to go in and investigate that place, because I guarantee you that is a nasty bunch of folks down there. So that's the next shoe I'm waiting to see drop right there. Flush them out. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm having fun. I hope y'all are too.
Oh, we definitely are. Appreciate
y'all have a
it.
good weekend.
You too. Yeah. Patel confirmed the agency has severed all ties to SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, saying, quote, the Southern Poverty Law Center long ago abandoned civil rights work and turned into a partisan smear machine. Their so-called hate map has been used to defame mainstream Americans and even inspire violence. Again, the FBI director goes on X. That disgraceful record makes them unfit for any FBI partnership. In April, during our anti-Christian bias panel, I made it clear that the FBI will never rely on politicized or agenda-driven intelligence from outside groups, and certainly not from the SPLC.
Right.
Under this FBI, all ties with the SPLC have officially been terminated.
Official now?
Yes. And of course, yesterday, Elon Musk posted about SPLC saying it was guilty of incitement of murder of Charlie Kirk. In a post one day before Kirk was shot and killed, he was mentioned in the Montgomery-based organization's Hate Watch newsletter the day before.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, to say the least.
And how about this? I believe I retweeted this earlier. Would you like to hear what Charlie Kirk has to say about the SPLC?
I would love to hear it. I think I have it, but I'd love to hear it again.
He wrote this, Charlie Kirk wrote this on X in May of this year, May 2025, saying, quote, the SPLC has added Turning Point to their ridiculous hate group list right next to the KKK and neo-Nazis. Wow. A cheap smear from a washed-up org that's been fleecing scared grandmas for decades. Charlie doesn't stop. They somehow still rake in over $100 million a year peddling their hate map nonsense, sitting pretty in their Montgomery poverty palace while crying about hate to line their pockets. Even former staffers call their racket a con. Their game plan? Scare financial institutions into debanking us, pressure schools to cancel us, and demonize us so some unhinged lunatic feels justified targeting us. Charlie again said this. Charlie Kirk said this in May of this year about the SPLC. Remember the Family Research Council? And SPLC-inspired gunmen went after them. They'd love nothing more than to see Turning Point USA in the crosshairs. But it's 2025, and nobody with a functioning brain buys their garbage anymore. The SPLC is a laughingstock, a hollowed-out husk of an organization that's been exposed as a grift time and time again.
Yep.
They're not just irrelevant. They're a cautionary tale of how to torch your own credibility. Maybe someone should take a hard look at where all that nonprofit money's really going. Being on their list is a badge of honor, said Charlie Kirk in May of this year. It means they're terrified that we're so effective. Keep crying, SPLC. America's done with your scam. Yep. And to see Elon Musk and a lot of big names with huge followings actually push
I'm glad
this
to see him.
is good.
I'm glad to see that.
Finally. Now, how about something as a palate cleanser.
All right, what you
from
got?
our virtual producer, Mark Cumbie.
I love Mark. You know that.
The Phillies have a 999 challenge.
999. You drink 9 beers in 9 innings and 9 hot dogs, right?
Yeah, it's a 999 challenge box for the postseason. It comes with 9 fun-size hot dogs and 9 petite beers, and even features a scoreboard to keep track of your progress. How petite are these things?
Yeah, petite beer. Hold on, maybe the petite hot dogs, but why are we gonna have a petite beer at the game?
That'd be easy to put down. Honest, looking at this.
Okay, I got to be honest. I want to try it. It's too late for the biscuits. A friend of mine did the 777 challenge, where they did it for 7 innings.
93-11.
The beer was the challenge at the end.
Okay, at the end.
Yeah, hot dogs were not the issue. At the end, it was trying to not guzzle, but drink all.
I mean, that is a lot of calories. That is a lot of food. It depends on the beer you're drinking, I suppose.
Well, I'm assuming that we're going with a
looks like in the
light of some
picture,
sort. Yeah.
it's a Yingling.
Ooh, it'd have to be a Union Light, man. Big time.
Yingling's not that heavy. It's not like it's Guinness.
Oh, good
Lord. Or some of these IPAs now that are just, or like, there's so much, these stouts out there.
Garbage.
And
Just
it's like you drink one beer and you're like, oh, I'm drunk. Like, that's not cool.
You've had the moonshine. I'm sure that like the flavored ones, there was
dangerous.
What was it the other day? Banana pudding moonshine.
Ooh.
It tastes, Joey, just like banana pudding.
Ooh.
Yeah. Probably visit that again this evening.
But by the way, I was saying that the era of the liberal boomer is dying.
Era? Yeah.
The era, the age, the epoch.
Oh.
I might even say the dispensation.
Whoa.
The covenant that the liberal boomers put together over the last, say, several decades, it's fading. The magic isn't working. The magic words aren't working.
That's just it. Those words are not working. You're right, buddy.
And there's a new documentary show coming out. Brian Dawson of
I know Brian
1819
Dawson.
News, he sat down with the guy who put together this docuseries. The headline at 1819 News reads, "A deceptive foe, filmmaker Chad O. Jackson, challenges MLK's legacies, exposes double life of sex, lies, and Marxism."
Oh.
Now, I would encourage you to go watch the interview, 1819 News podcast, Brian Dawson with Chad. Chad has been a big part of 2 movies that came out, especially after BLM in that summer of love, called Uncle Tom and Uncle Tom 2. And it's really showcasing Black conservatives, not only today, but actually going back historically, and how certain folks that really were talking about empowerment in a very conservative perspective. Here's how we build generational wealth. Here's how we build a true great society for ourselves, how they were marginalized and demonized. Well, this guy, Chad, has a new documentary series. It's called The MLK Project. Premieres tonight at historev.com.
Historev.com.
Historev.com. And now Chad O. Jackson has been, he was criticized recently on Club Shay Shay by Killer Mike.
Really?
And Killer Mike wasn't too vicious about it. But he did immediately goes, who's paying you? If you're going after Dr. King and all the supposed sex stuff, who's paying this guy and all this stuff? Chad O. Jackson's response is like, number one, we barely touch on the sex stuff, though it's real. And we thought it was, Carol Swain thought it was appropriate. You know, the content of character thing. Okay, let's judge this. Killer Mike's point is like, well, then you better criticize all these other white leaders, like, because we haven't been doing that. For, you know, people haven't been pushing like Howard Zinn forever, right? Come on, man.
Colonialism.
There's plenty to criticize. But I appreciate Jackson here, Chad Jackson, because he said, yeah, we touch on that. And yeah, the FBI was trying to lure people in and stuff, but also people partook.
Oh, sure.
Like you bought into the temptation. But that's not the main focus. That's not the point. His main focus is on the beliefs. And not the beliefs, not as what, say, a Cornel West would say, the Santa Clausification of MLK, where he's Santa Claus and he just wants us to live and love together in a free world and judge people by the content of their character, the bumper sticker of MLK. By the way, icons, bumper stickers can be powerful things.
They sure can be.
And even if you think, well, that's not really who the man was, and I've heard that from many, say, left-wing Black activists, hey, Dr. King wasn't just this. That's what Cornel West is saying. He wasn't this warm and fuzzy Santa Claus figure. Everybody gets along. He was a radical for peace and justice and for equity and all these other things.
Okay.
Well, Chad O Jackson, and this will be a long docuseries. It will be based in episodes, a serial, and it will be going. I think they've got enough content for at least 2 seasons.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so what he focuses on is more the liberation theology, the social gospel, how this was a vector attack point for communist and socialist of using that movement to push. This is how we'll get socialism over in America, essentially. I bring all this up because, number one, go watch the interview with Brian Dawson at 1819 podcast. It's right there in this article on 1819news.com with Chad. I actually find him very thoughtful, well-researched, and it's going to piss a lot of people off. Don't get me wrong. But I've noticed a shift in myself where I a shift, but, you know, also early on, I remember I've got this book at home. It's a collection of a lot of King's speeches, sermons, and like letters and just writings.
Okay.
And I remember even as a kid, like 18 years old, thinking that I hear what he's saying about agape love, like the truly willing the good of the other, that sort of love.
Yeah.
And I think that is at the heart of, say, the Christian ethos. But I also had the thought of like, couldn't agape get really nasty if, like, I'm doing this for your own good, Eddie? I'm trying to will your good,
You know,
and I'm forcing you to do things that you don't want to do.
you know how I feel about it.
Right. Right. So at one point, it's one thing for like God to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
As far as I'm concerned, he's about the only person.
But another
that can do
man?
that. Yeah, then I have issues.
It might even be okay for your mama to do that and your daddy to do that.
When of a certain age, yes.
Love God, honor your parents. But generally speaking, if it's like some random person, and this is, by the way, we want to love and will the good of the other so much, we need a massive centralized government in order to guarantee all this stuff. How's that working out? How's that going to work out?
Not so good, Joey. Not so good.
And the irony that George Orwell, that damn dirty democratic socialist, which he was, brilliant guy.
Yeah.
And I think Orwell's moral insight was very key, regardless of politics. He predicted a long time ago that what seems to keep happening is the socialist, in the name of freeing people and bringing equity and jobs and peace and justice for whatever cause. And in America, they used it as the racial question. And other places, it was like workers of the world unite. And other ways, it was more, and this is the tradition, I think, that carried on in this country, the Fabian socialist tradition. Their symbol was the wolf in sheep's clothing. So, you know, you're being all crazy with this, like, workers unite and rise up against your master. It's more, we got to do it slowly. And we have to wrap it in language that'll reach the average person and all this sort of stuff.
Manipulate.
And so I bring all this up not just to point you all to this documentary, and maybe we'll reach out, have Chad on the show. But again, the age, the era, the epoch of the liberal boomer is dying. All these things, this guy came out with this 20 years ago. Think anybody pay any attention to it?
No,
right.
Not at all.
Maybe like your race realist, like Jared Taylor types that are actually racist. But like, generally speaking,
General people?
No,
not at all. No.
But I think there are a lot of everyday folks who are going like, I think I was told kind of a thing. I think it was the Santa Claus story I was told.
Yeah.
And the Santa Claus story is good. And I agreed with the Santa Claus. I agree with this. And it changed the world. What a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm born on the same day as Rosa Parks and the bus boycott and all this stuff. Literally I am, December 1st. And then you start to see like, oh, like, you know how they constantly called Charlie Kirk a racist?
Yep.
Right after he's dead? Who else have you done that to? Not just today or yesterday or last year. Who else have you done that to over the years? As a wedge to push an awful ideology. And what is really, at the end of the day, though I'm not in any position of authority to say, it's just what I think. Excuse me for using fancy words, but it's a Gnostic heresy. It's a weird copy of the original. It says your salvation is not in heaven, but here on earth, if we get the politics just right. And one day, there'll be a reckoning. We'll be in the promised land. Well, seems like we've been lost in the wilderness in one way or the other for a while. I don't cheer this. It's the reason I went over it with Pamela yesterday. It's not just questioning what happened during the civil rights era and MLK.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, did we actually land on the moon? But wouldn't you say that's a massive part of the era of the liberal boomer? That's a huge thing. Everybody remembers it. I watch it. It's the year the earth stood still.
I think a lot of people don't want to, whether they believe it or not. I think part of what's holding people throwing doubt that way is they bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
And they've bought into it for some, and I'd be the same way. I bought into it for so many years. It's hard to say that you've been, whether right or wrong, but it's hard to say you've been duped for this long.
Well, and that's one example, but it's the mythology that's just been built up through, and I think, and I truly believe this, the technological change in media is what's driving a lot of this.
Oh, yes.
Into the culture, into the politics, that these stories that you're told and you brought up to believe were reinforced carefully by these institutions. And as those institutions start to fade, everything starts to get questioned. This is why Israel's being questioned. And even the history of World War II, like the mythology built around that is being questioned. That one you touch, the people go real crazy. And don't get me wrong, you touch the whole MLK thing. There's a lot of people
I remember
ready
asking,
to like these racist people on the radio. Well, you've called us that for days and ages, so
good.
who cares? We don't. Your magic words don't work anymore.
But I literally remember George Washington and the cherry tree, and the day that I was like, hey, you know what?
Right.
I don't think that was true. I think I
Not true.
ticked off my parents by asking them because they had already knew. But it's kind of like them having to tell me about Santa Claus. Like, you don't ask me that. You figure that
Santa's
out.
real.
Yeah, well, you can buy
Santa
a suit.
is real.
Oh, I agree. I played him several times.
No, you're a false prophet.
Nothing worse than Santa Claus at the liquor store or at the convenience store buying a couple cases of beer and a kid looking up at him going, is that you, Santa? Yeah. It's the off-season, kid. Get out of here.
But actually, I think this guy, Chad O Jackson, is a rising star.
Yeah.
He's going to piss off a lot of people.
You're going to piss off some people.
Having listened to him for a few hours now of content, he does not care.
Well, that's good.
He's very soft-spoken, very well-read, very academic in his approach. I don't think I 100% agree with him on everything. I would want to look exactly at this project and the story he tells in his documentary. And I would be a little skeptical of it. But generally speaking, what you find, folks, is like all this stuff people have been taking for granted. And this is the moral center of what we are as a people. It's like, no, it's not anymore.
Right.
The world has changed. Again, the old shaming, the old word, magic word, this stuff doesn't work anymore, man.
It doesn't work.
And again, you're going to get some nasty stuff out of this too. So, but that's what's interesting. The party that embraces the change and the tumult is probably going to be rewarded. And beyond politics,
I would think so.
The people, the movements, the culture and stuff that embraces that change will also be rewarded for it. But if we're going to continue to kind of rest on our laurels, especially with why did Trump win? It's because I think the institutions are failing and they're lashing out as though they are failing, as though their era is ending.
Like they're fighting for survival.
But it wasn't Trump.
No.
Who did this. He just declared, well, yeah, they're dead.
He's the leader of the parade. I think that's all.
You look at trust in media. You look at trust in a lot of the universities. I mean, when Harvard is hiring guest professors named Lahore.
You saw that.
Vajistani.
Yes, you saw that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you saw that. Yeah. You can't get a job there, but they'll hire Lahore.
How long is Harvard going to be prestigious if I got to go listen to the drag queen?
No, that's where you lose it.
Right. And again, but we need prestigious institutions. That's the problem. I watched this fascinating conversation between Eric Weinstein and Piers Morgan last night, where Weinstein was trying to make the point to Piers. Some of these people are not trying to have conversations. They are literally trying to whip up other folks to go hurt other people.
Yep.
They're not looking to talk.
No.
They're looking to destroy.
Yep.
And maybe, Piers, you should be cognizant of that. Piers gets all upset. So you don't believe in free speech?
No.
Stuff. And he goes, Piers, let's be adults. You gatekeep all the time. Not everybody. I'm on your show. Not everybody gets to be on your show. Why do you choose this person over that person? I'm saying,
good question.
There used to be an idea in society of you mustn't. And that's what we're fighting over. What you mustn't say. Don't, like, for the longest time, you say we didn't land on the moon, there'd be people punching the fucking face.
Yeah, all the time.
Right. You bring up any of this stuff, touch any of this stuff. People are like, you mustn't.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of agreed on it. So, yeah, you mustn't. But the definition of mustn't has changed. And that's what we're fighting over. And I think it's a good fight. Like, what kind of gatekeeping, what kind of, as standards fall away, as the people that provided the gatekeeping and standards, we don't trust them anymore. And as they age out.
Because we've realized they're not standing up to their own standards. They're not living up to their own standards.
But we do need standards. There does need to be a category of mustn't. And that's what I think people in a rough and tumble way are going to be figuring out in the years to come. If we don't, like blow ourselves up. Because that could always happen.
That could.
Let's hit this quick break first. This part of the program brought to you by River Region Contracting. And they're at River Region Contracting. Todd Clark and the great team there ready to help you with that roof of yours.
Let me tell you about my story. One of the days off this week, one of the houses, we had an investment deal going, and one of the houses was re-roofed by, just call them fly-by-night. Just flat out fly-by-night. I got a flat tire, say the least. I got a nail in my foot, walking the property. Then the guy that helps me that came over and kind of did the yard work, he got 2 nails in his tire. All from one very small roofing job. Then when we walked the perimeter, after we realized we're starting to have issues, we found nails still on the roof. It's just junk everywhere.
That's just shoddy work.
They did. They left their lunch stuff out, so the neighborhood dogs were coming in the yard trying to get that stuff.
Should have gone with River Region Contracting.
1,000%.
You're not going to get any of that with them. Any of that nonsense. They show up on time to do the job well. They're not leaving a bunch of trash or nails, God forbid, behind. And of course, if you're just looking for an inspection, like a just basic checkup on the roof, their inspections are always free.
Exactly
Say
right.
they do find an issue, they'll write up an estimate for free, sit with you, explain to you as long as you want. So you fully understand what they're trying to fix and how they're going to do it. They love sitting down with their customers, helping them through that. And of course, they're insurance specialists, so they can walk you through that claims process with your insurance company should they find a problem with your roof. So y'all check them out today. Again, that's River Region Contracting. Call them at 356-8635. That's 356-8635. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hi there, I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage.
And I'm Madeline Cannon, and we have some exciting news to share with you. We've been serving the state of Alabama for many, many years, and now we are able and ready to offer the same great mortgage financing in Georgia and Florida as well.
Our company may be Alabama Home Mortgage, but now we can finance your Georgia home mortgage and your Florida home mortgage too. We couldn't be more excited to extend our customer base to our neighboring states. For years, we have had customers call us in hopes we could assist them with purchasing their vacation cabin in North Georgia or their dream home in Florida. And now we can. For those of you who have family and friends that live in Florida and Georgia, be sure to tell them the good news.
Whether you are looking to purchase or refinance a home located in Alabama, Georgia, or Florida, you owe it to yourself to give Alabama Home Mortgage a call at 567-4223. That's 567-4223. Or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com to complete an application on your time.
It's not just a slogan. Call Alabama Home Mortgage because, folks, there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586-36-8, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton with the Good Feet Store. And have you tried the over-the-counter products for your foot pain and nothing seems to work? If that's you, it's time to check out the Good Feet Store. Stop the pain that's stopping you. Visit goodfeet.com to book your appointment today, or just stop by the store nearest you.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun, ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
It's finally here. The 72nd Alabama National Fair, October 3rd through the 13th at Garrett Coliseum. Thrill to the rides that light up the Midway. Experience amazing shows like the Zerbini Circus, the Swifty Swine Racing Pigs, and the Puppet Tone Rockers. And don't forget the food. Funnel cakes, turkey legs, corn dogs, and all of your fair favorites. Opening weekend, the fair turns up the music. Saturday the 4th, it's Corey Cannon Concert. Sunday the 5th.
Skillet will rock the Coliseum stage with an energy you'll feel in your bones. Both shows start at 7 p.m. and are free with your fair admission. Presented by the Porch Creek Indians. Sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Montgomery, Hyundai Motor Manufacturing, Alabama, and Coca-Cola.
The Alabama National Fair. It's the best 11 days of fall.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Fairly comfortable forecast for today and great weather for the start of the fair this evening. Today, a good bit of sunshine, nice breeze again, high temperature up to about 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low temperature in the lower 60s. We'll say partial sunshine, a sun and cloud mix for Saturday with a high in the middle 80s. Some widely scattered showers are possible Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs in the lower 80s, then a little warmer again by midweek. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And horse-faced lesbians.
Shut up, silly woman. That's how you conduct yourself in a democracy.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back.
What's wrong with horse-faced lesbians, by the way? I know several and pretty cool.
Wait, you want to give their names?
Not really.
Who are the horse-faced lesbians, you know, Eddie?
I know right now they're embarrassed because they're listening, so yeah. They know who they are. I know my phone probably going to blow up here in a minute.
Wow. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Rounding out the show here. Oh, Duke is back.
Yes, Duke's back.
Hello, Duke.
What's going on, fella?
How you doing, Duke?
I'm doing fine, man. Yeah, Joey been on the road today, hasn't
He has been.
Yeah. I mean, he pissed off Katie, not Katie Britt, what's the name? Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
You gotta watch out for the
No,
Swifties,
get
man.
it straight. I did not say a word about Katie.
No, it's Taylor Swift.
It's all about Taylor. She's
be worse.
overrated and overexposed.
Overexposed, yes.
No, you jealous. You jealous because you been married to this other dude instead of you. That's
No,
what that is. See?
Not at all. Not at all.
See? You
No,
jealous
I
because
love
you
seeing
think
people in love. In fact, what I said is that there's a new pop duo that's rising. They're independent, named Magdelena Bay. They are in love. I love that they're in love. I think you have the wrong read
you
on
mad
that.
because she quit you for this guy.
Oh, I never had her.
You missed your opportunity. She was down here in Montgomery not too long ago, Joe.
Yeah, right. And so she could write a stupid song about me.
If
That's
you
a
didn't
lie
say you-
because it's in your head.
Yeah, but you'd be more
See?
popular.
See, then you're picking on old folks today. What's up
Yep.
with you, man?
Picking old
She's
folks.
hating everybody.
Yeah. How old are you, Joey, now?
I'll be 37 in December.
Okay.
Still pooping yellow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
As I told you before.
Depends on what you eat, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's yellow. Like I've been, I check every once in a
I'm staying away from politics. Y'all know I'm staying away from politics and all this that race talk stuff you were talking a while ago. But
I'm poking everything, baby.
Then you say you pull for Bama.
That kind of does hurt a little bit, to be honest.
No, I'm saying I don't take pleasure in them losing.
See?
That's the same. That is the same.
What you mean?
I do take pleasure in their losing.
Yeah, I think it's a little gratuitous on y'all's part.
One of my worst weekends, and it goes both ways. When Alabama wins and we lose, that's usually a crappy weekend. If we both lose, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But and here lately has been a lot of Alabama winning,
And yet I remain unaffected.
because you're above all that.
I don't know
You're
above.
both the prey.
No, I mean separated from all that is more wise.
Yo, you just don't understand what I had to deal with last weekend, bro.
Oh no.
I'm down. They're hanging out with my brother and them, and I watched the Bama game with them. Oh, they talking about if we win tonight, we playing for the national championship.
Yep.
See, I had to sit there. This crap right there.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Well, no, I've been watching the
you
World
won't
Series, watch the Yankees, last year watched the World Series, hoping the Yankees get back.
Yeah.
And they won last night.
They did win last night.
Good fashion.
The Greg team win because Greg said the other day he's going to do something to himself.
You know, the Yankees won big.
Yankees won.
And the pitcher, he threw, like, I didn't.
104.75.
11 strikeouts. Like, and he pitched to the 8th inning. And I'm like, keep him in. Let him finish the game. But it worked out.
You see the one fastball, 104 point or
Yeah, it was
104?
unreal.
Oh, Lord.
Unreal.
But Joe, you need to leave the old folks alone, boy. You understand. We've been where you ain't never been before, son.
That's right, Joe. We've been where you ain't never been before.
Well, that don't give you
Son.
well, I can't be made fun of. I've been through too much. I can't. Don't you poke fun at me. Not allowed.
Yeah.
Joe, what's his name? Bap got you straight. What's his name? Bap.
Yeah.
Oh, and you haven't even mentioned what do you think about this guy at Florida A&M saying the honeybees are the face of Ozempic?
I heard that earlier.
Now, what'd you think of that, dude?
You trying to ride that with that boy? See, no, you can't do that, Joey.
I thought it was hilarious, especially the reaction.
You can't do that.
I didn't appreciate
The reaction
it.
was so funny.
I didn't appreciate it. Now, if the girls get an Ozempic contract out of the deal, that's a whole other thing. But just to throw it out there like that, no.
So when I talk about big girls on this show, I already be respectful and saying, hey, if anybody out there, I'm joking right here now, okay? So I put that out there for my disclaimer.
This is the first time I've heard him say that, Joe.
No. My takeaway from this is whether you're black or white or whatever community you're in, there's a lot of folks with sticks up their butts who take themselves too seriously.
This is very true.
You can't say what I just said.
He should have said that on national TV, man, on in front of everybody and on intercom. No, don't do that.
Why?
Right there.
He's a color commentator, though. That's kind of his job, isn't it?
Tasteless.
Was it tasteless or just a bad joke? Although I was offended by it because I know it hurt the girls.
Yeah, because you think they're angels.
Yeah,
you're
right.
like you're crushing over there.
Big time.
Yeah, I get it.
Big time. In fact, some of us might be banned from the stadium. I don't know.
Right. Oh no! Don't get me wrong. If somebody did this like at an Auburn game, people would be very upset too.
Oh,
But,
it'd be 10 times.
There's all
worse.
sorts of but it's just like I'm adjacent and sometimes invited, but I'm not in y'all's world. Like you got sticks up your butt.
Look at now. I'm gonna talk politics over here for 1 second. Trump got swole up because people hurt his feelings. One TV shows and all this stuff.
Who hurt his feelings? Who hurt his feelings?
Somebody hurt his feelings. The comedian hurt his feelings. He wanted to have all the shows on TV canceled. But they talking about me 97% of the time. All that old stuff. See, but I'm gonna leave politics alone. I say that. We're talking about politics today, Joey. Let's talk about football some more.
Duke, I'm out of time, man. I got other calls rolling in here, and I'm running out of time.
War Eagle, Duke.
Okay.
War Eagle, brother.
War Eagle, baby.
War Eagle. We'll talk about it next week. Quick break. We'll be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Finding affordable health coverage for your family shouldn't take a treasure map or a magic genie. You just have to know where to look. Guardian Insurance Services is making it even easier during open enrollment with simple, affordable plans that fit your family and your budget. Good coverage is just a few clicks away. But don't wait. Open enrollment is only for a limited time. Visit myguardiancu.com/health and get started today.
Do you have real estate problems? Whether you're facing foreclosure, inherited a property, or have costly repairs, we understand. At Rapid Fire Home Buyers, we're here to help. Any condition, any situation, we'll give you an honest cash offer for your home so you can move forward. Because when real estate problems cause you uncertainty, you deserve a solution you can trust. Any condition, any situation, we're here to help. Give Rapid Fire Homebuyers a call today at 334-675-1000. That's 334-675-1000.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Back. Why is Fox Business talking about? Why are we all talking about Taylor Swift? Why is she $1 billion woman? No, I kind of get it.
How much is it to get in her show? It's like $3,000 for tickets.
Oh yeah. No, and last time she did the Eras tour, they were literally girls wearing adult diapers, so they couldn't miss a hit. And most are probably going number one, but some of y'all are going number two.
Yeah,
shake it off, shake it off.
Yep.
As you crap your pants. Where's Ray?
One.
Ray Bowles with Prattville Carpet. Hey Ray, how you doing?
Every time I think or hear anything dealing with Taylor Swift, it brings me back to the day, true story now, when she first became popular, like years ago. Emma was, I think, 8. And Mohawk hired her to perform at a conference we were at in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
And so it was Taylor Swift singing for 300 people. And I didn't know who she was. And I'm like, why would they pick this? This is the stupidest thing ever. And so it was me, Dad, and Emma, because we took Emma with us, because Morgan had a cheerleading competition and Angie couldn't go. And we go down there, and I decided in my brilliant mind, that was Saturday night, right? I rearranged the tickets and came home Saturday morning. And we show up, and I didn't tell Angie. I said, hey, we're home. And she's like, what are you doing? Y'all had Taylor Swift tickets. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know who that was. I came on home. Emma was, to this day, when I mention that, Emma gets angry.
I bet. Dude.
You could have taken selfies with her.
Yeah, you have conversation with 300 people. Yeah.
300 people for Taylor Swift.
Man.
And I could have been there to actually had that experience and never, I flew home early.
Oh, Ray, I think you might have messed up there, buddy.
Yeah, we did. We messed up bad. So when she did the Eras tour, Mohawk, they have a thing in the Mercedes-Benz, one of those big booths.
Yeah.
They gave us 2 tickets to see her when they were in Atlanta. And I called Emma. I said, Emma, I can never make up for what I did to you when you're 8 years old, but you can have these tickets.
That's pretty good.
No, you're
That's
a good
pretty
dad.
good now.
You're a good man, Ray. You're a good man.
Yeah.
That'd been on the internet.
The last thing I want to do is drive to Atlanta and listen to her sing.
Yeah, I got
that. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That's not my cup of tea.
What about dancing? You
The Atlanta
don't want to
Falcons?
dance while you're there,
Yeah,
too?
I'm in. No, I don't. Well, I had a buddy of mine that suckered me into going to watch Beyonce. and I did. I went and watched Beyonce. But the only reason we were in the Mercedes-Benz booth, like the big one.
Yeah.
And he said they had tomahawk steaks. I said, I'm in.
Yeah, it got me too.
No, it wasn't worth the tomahawk steak.
I don't know. I'd like to see Beyonce, but concerts I'm getting too old for. I'll be there for a couple of
I'm too old
songs
to
and I want to
around.
go.
I brought my noise. I was the only white guy in there wearing the big Bose canceling headphones.
Beats by Dre.
I played on Twitter the whole time. Yeah. I played on my phone watching videos the entire time.
Hey, those Bose headphones are nice.
They are nice.
I got some.
They are. Canceled everything. I didn't hear a blooming thing.
That's funny.
You still sell carpet, by the way?
We still sell carpet, by the way. If y'all need floors, call us. 285-8117. We'll come out and give you a new floor just that quick.
You can call them up at 285-8117 and be sure to tell them you heard Ray Bowles talking Taylor Swift with Joey and Eddie.
Guys, y'all have a great day.
You too, Ray. See you, brother.
Let's go to Jesse. Hey, Jesse, how are you doing?
Hey, Joey, I've been listening since you joined Greg way back about 100 years ago.
My God, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a couple of days. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out this word you said, and it's aggravating me. And I wanted to look it up. Was it Niscarsity, or what was that fancy word you used not long ago?
Gnostic heresy?
Yeah.
Compound word.
How you spell that? Do you know?
Gnostic would be Gnosticism.
Okay, G-E-S-T. What?
Gnos.
Gnos.
T-I.
T-I.
Sism. S-I-S-M. Or excuse me, C-I-S-M.
C-I-S-M. Okay.
Yeah, and I would say it's a broad topic. I mean, it's a word that could be could mean something like the Gospel of Thomas or the Gospel of Judas, like the heretical, the Gospels that aren't really Gospels. The original Gnostics came up with that. But Gnosticism would be kind of like we have a special secret knowledge that only we have,
we know,
that only we could ever know, sort of thing.
Gotcha. Well, you flabbergasted me with that word, and my wife said, "Don't call him about that." I said, "Well, I got to know."
I love it. That's awesome.
He likes to talk in cursive.
Yeah, I've been listening to you. I've been listening ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've come a long ways, and I enjoy your show.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks, Jesse.
Great hearing from you, man. Well, and on that note, did we learn anything today?
I
really was feisty today, hitting Taylor Swift, hitting old people. No, I was also praising old people, too.
Going after the Swifties is a brave move, man. That's a big group of folks out there.
They don't scare me.
All of a sudden, Monday, Joey's canceled. Don't know what happened. Last thing he said was the Swifties don't scare me.
They don't.
Okay.
Should they?
I think so. I mean, there's one right there. Well, you can't see her, but there's one coming in behind you.
Are you a Swiftie?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I do not like her new album.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Magdelena Bay is much better. That's how I named my show on YouTube. Magdelena Bay makes much better pop music than the overrated, overexposed Taylor Swift.
Some of her songs are really good.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like Shake It Off, my favorite.
No, there's some. You like Blank Space?
I have it tattooed.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, then I'm going to go with yes.
No, she's made some really great pop songs.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's gotten to this point of like you see when anybody gets huge, like think of Michael Jackson, Madonna, whatever. There's a excess period.
Oh yes,
where it's hard to recreate the magic.
Although Michael Jackson never made a bad album.
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson and his team would take time.
Yeah, they knew how to do it.
They'd take 2-3 years to really perfect that thing.
This one did not.
Not hitting.
No,
I listened to one
song.
song.
Called Eldest Daughter.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Eldest Daughter.
That's the only good one.
No, I listened to the one with Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm like, it's like, it sounds the same exact as Sabrina's music. Sounds just like Chapel Roan. It's kind of that same weird 80s derivative thing. The new Miley Cyrus song came out last year. Like, all kind of have the similar thing going on.
It's crap.
So yeah. I kind of like stuff that's a little more, even if it's pop, it needs to be more well-constructed.
I saw her in concert for the Reputation tour, and it was awesome.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you one of the diaper people?
During the Eras tour, she was doing so many hits that people were wearing adult diapers, so they wouldn't have to go.
So they wouldn't have to go to the bathroom.
Good.
Really? Good. I'm very proud of you. You never played the 40 Ounce to Freedom? Never mind. Never mind.
We've already stolen enough time. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. Eddie's sticking around.
Yeah,
I brought something for the snack.
Yeah, but she's allergic to cinnamon.
Yeah, she can't.
Way to go, Joey.
Well, it was a last-second purchase. It wasn't really that thoughtful. Let's get out of here.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
We're